Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Peter Palmer Podcast, where we attempt to read every issue of The Amazing Spider-Man week by week, so you can be a Spider-Man expert too. My name is Mike, and with me, as always, is my co-host,
Sammy. That's
Sammy.
me. It's a me, Mike.
Would you like to know who you really are?
Not really.
Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye, Ben Mendo. Have a nice
For
life.
some reason he knocked to leave.
It's like those kids' jokes on Twitter. Kids write jokes.
Can you explain that for the listeners? Or
There's
just-
this awesome Twitter account called Kids Write Jokes or something like that. And it's kids write jokes and they're all like anti-jokes basically. It's like, why did the chicken cross the road? And then like the answer is like to get a renal gland operation. Not really, but like it's something a kid would say, like to paint the clouds. So I don't know. It's really funny.
Well, when I saw today, it was like, how much does it cost for a pirate to buy earrings? And I was like, $1. Because the original joke is a buccaneer. It's like a buck and ear.
Buccaneer.
It's just like, $1.
Oh my god! Because that kid obviously knew the answer, but he forgot it, so he was like, $1. I love
Pretty
that.
much.
Pretty much it.
So what should we talk about? What did you watch this week? Anything cool?
I watched the first episode of Doom Patrol, which I really liked. Brendan Fraser is back and better than ever, baby.
Oh, yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got the
so
dad
excited.
bod. He's looking real good. I mean, yeah.
I thought he was the robot for some reason. But
He
he's
is
actually
the robot, but he is. But you see his,
you see his bod.
Yeah, you see his before he became a robot, his origin story. Dad bod.
I'm glad he's back.
Yeah. He's actually really good in it. Like, I'm not going to lie.
Hell yeah. He's always really good.
He is, but I just was expecting him to be a bit emotionally damaged. So,
You know what? At least once a month, I think. I wonder what Brendan Fraser's up to.
yeah, at least once a month. I like it at least once
Yeah.
a month. No, that's nice.
It's pretty realistic when you think
Well,
about
now
it.
you know what he's up to. He's probably doing
doing Doom
press tours
Patrol.
and Doom Patrol. Anyway, a little tidbit about Doom Patrol.
Okay.
Gerard Way, in case you listeners didn't know, wrote for both Umbrella Academy and Doom Patrol. Well, he created Umbrella Academy. He wrote for Doom Patrol, but I think it's very interesting how both shows basically came out at the same time. I finished Umbrella Academy. I really liked it.
Oh, yeah.
And last episode, not a big fan. I'm not gonna lie, but I still enjoyed it as a whole, nonetheless. I really like the characters kind of being expanded on much more than the comic. But at the end of the day, if I were to compare the two, I would rather read the comic than the show. The show's good as its own
Fair.
like separate thing. It's really different to the comic. It's very its own thing, I'd say. But it's still, I really enjoyed it. Even though it has its like moments where it's like, that doesn't really work. But you know, I really like the music element. But yeah, you can talk about the action if you want.
No, I've watched 4 episodes, so I can't comment on the series as a whole. But I still have opinions on it. I think it's an alright show.
I like the performances.
Yeah, performances are good.
Robert Sheen's really good.
Just this show reminded me of why I why I have such a problem with Netflix shows. This whole binge culture thing where it's like the episodes don't work as individual episodes, if that makes sense.
Not all Netflix shows are like that.
Like
have you watched The Crown? You don't watch a lot of shows though.
No, I'm talking about like Netflix exclusive.
Yeah, The Crown is a Netflix exclusive.
Okay. Well, I mean the ones that are
The ones that are bad.
the ones I don't like.
Yeah.
The ones where they usually drop the whole series at once. So they're like, watch the whole thing right
They do
now.
that with all Netflix, like Stranger Things.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Stranger Things I have a problem with as well. We'll get into that later.
Okay. Next season.
But no, when you're making a TV show, you still have to make it a TV show, if that makes sense.
I still don't think it's a TV show though. Like Netflix shows, and in my opinion,
Yeah, that's the thing. They make them long movies.
Yeah, they're not TV shows though. I think it's another
And I
format.
don't
It's
like
like a
that
new
because
format all in itself.
movies are movies and TV shows are TV shows.
I like it because then I can sit down and watch like 5 episodes of something and just like watch it and just be like, yes, I like this.
No.
No.
Because when I think back to like the episodes, it all muddles together and I can't appreciate it until I've seen like the whole thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, fair enough. I can understand that, yeah.
Which is why I'm drawn more to
What
TV
about
shows.
Daredevil?
season 1 did it really well, where each episode was
Like all those Marvel
a separate
ones.
thing. Yeah,
Because a lot of the Marvel ones I didn't like.
Luke Cage I couldn't get through because they dawdle. That's the thing, they dawdle around too much and they stretch out. I think that's the problem. They stretch everything out too much
Yeah.
when it could be compressed a lot nicer. because like we have to do 10 episodes of this story.
Yeah.
But a lot of it's just dawdling around and characters being like, there's mystery of my past. We'll go find that out in 3 episodes time.
Dun,
and we're
dun,
like, okay.
dun. 3 hours later.
And yeah, when there's so many characters, I get kind of lost, and maybe my brain's just not fit for TV.
maybe. That's okay.
But like I'm drawn more to TV shows where it's like a whole series arc, but each episode brings something new. Kind of like Maniac.
Watch Game of Thrones. No, sorry.
I will sometime.
Sometime in the future, 50 years later.
Probably. But like Maniac, each episode's a distinct chapter. Like it works on its own.
No,
it's
I
like
really liked Maniac, but that's
a
also
structured piece.
That's a Netflix original.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying. I like when they do like each episode is its own story. Yeah. But together it pieces together and makes a whole thing.
You really need to watch The Crown. The Crown's brilliant.
Okay, maybe
One
I will.
of the best like Netflix originals ever made. IMO. Is it yeah, it is a Netflix original. No, it's fucking brilliant. It's so good.
I'll take your word.
It's bucking brilliant, huh? Buckingham Palace?
I don't get it because I don't.
Buckingham Palace, the Queen.
Yeah.
Bucking brilliant. I think that's
I didn't
funny.
get that's what you're doing when you said bucking brilliant. Well, what's that a reference to?
It's Buckingham Palace. I immediately explained it, so.
Yeah, I was just talking about that split second where I didn't understand.
Split by M. Night Shyamalan.
That great Netflix show.
Yeah, it's like that character from Doom Patrol. She's basically the character from Split, except more crazy because she's got 46 personalities.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Can you imagine?
Yish.
Now, have you ever seen Fargo?
Fargo,
the TV series.
Oh, Fargo. Yeah. I've seen one episode. I've seen the Ewan McGregor episode.
Oh, I haven't seen that season. But I was just going to say.
That's the only episode
The first season of that show is like one of the best TV things ever.
Do you like American Horror Story then?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
'Cause
I love American Horror Story.
It's one of those things where it's like each season is its own separate thing, but each episode's still well structured. That's the thing. The episodes of Umbrella Academy to me aren't structured. Like there's not a clear beginning, middle, and end to each thing. It's like, look at me. I'm a big dude. Why am I a big dude? Find out in a few episodes'
I hate
time.
how they like made that like a whole secret thing. I don't hate that. Like I understand why, but to like, I don't know, add more to that character. But in the what's it called? In the comic book, it's just like, yeah, he's just blatantly a fucking gorilla. Like,
right.
Yeah. I think
I
that's
there's
cool.
something up with them. I don't know why it was a big
He's also
reveal.
like fucking huge in the comic book. He can hold 5 in like his 2 fingers.
He can hold what? Oh, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with his index and thumb.
Yeah, I'll talk about what I do like about the show because you mentioned 5. And I really like that character.
He's awesome.
The actor is really good.
The actor's so good. How can a kid be so good at playing a 48-year-old guy or however old he's supposed to be?
58, I'm pretty sure.
58 or something. I'm pretty sure it's 48.
58 in the TV show.
No, I think he's younger in the TV show and older in the comic book.
I remember them saying 58, but continue.
Okay, whatever.
I don't care.
58 probably. Anyway, in a 13. Is he meant to be 13 in the show? Yeah, 13.
He looks 15 though.
The actor's 15, yeah. Yeah, that actor's like how I'm trying to be. He's vegan, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to be like that.
They're starting young.
Yes, exactly. He's actually like a fucking ambassador for like, I don't know, what is it? The UN or something? Like the...
What? The kid?
Yeah, the actor, the environmental conservation.
That makes sense why he can act all fucking posh and I'm old. I don't know.
Because he's woke, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually
That's
woke.
probably just how he talks.
Probably, honestly. I wouldn't put it past...
I don't know. I
Are you
meant to
okay?
be.
Anyway,
Oh, and I like the monkey.
Yeah, Pogo. Oh, I love
Even
Pogo.
though the CGI looks like a hollow rendering, but it's still pretty good for TV.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it wasn't as bad as I actually thought it would be.
No.
It was definitely not as bad. Yes.
I don't get what his whole deal is yet. I assume they reveal that later.
No.
They don't?
They do
He's
in
just
the
there.
comic, but they don't ever talk about it in the show, I don't think. He was a like a lab chimp that Hargreaves like took and turned him into a...
So it's like Caesar.
Yes, actually, you're really... Yeah, it's like Caesar with a doctorate.
Together. Strong. I need to speak to Caesar.
I need to watch that movie again. I haven't seen it
Which
in a long
one?
time. Rise of the Planet of the Apes?
Okay. Because there's 3 of them.
Yeah, but
I didn't know
weren't
which one you were talking about.
No, okay. You were referencing the one after that, weren't you?
Yeah, the middle one.
Yeah, the
The
middle
good
one. The best one?
I don't know which one's my favorite.
No, my favorite
They're
one
all
is the
kind of-
latest one.
Yeah, that one's alright. I think that was my least favorite, actually.
Oh, well, here we
They
are.
dawdle around too much. I
my
can't
God,
stand a
they
dawdle.
They
You need to
dawdle.
have... Each scene needs to be progressing the plot forward. Or the characters.
Yeah,
I guess it
CGI
did. I don't
monkeys,
know.
dude. Andy Serkis.
I don't remember it well enough to
I
comment on
shouldn't be
it.
calling them monkeys. That's offensive to their race. They're apes.
Okay, so basically, we are monkey.
Can
Can you imagine if they did the I'm monkey dance at the end?
I wish they did. I'm sure there's people that think that's actually from Planet of the Apes.
Andy Serkis. So basically,
I'm monkey. Speaking of TV, by the way, we've gone on such a tangent. I watched the first 2 episodes of I Am the Night, which is on Stan and here in Australia. It's featuring Chris Pine, and it's set in like late 60s. I really like the aesthetic of the show.
what's it about?
It's about a girl who is biracial but white passing, and finds out she's adopted. Her mum isn't actually who she is, and she's trying to figure out. And Chris Pine's character is so amazing. He's like this washed up, mentally fucked up journalist.
Oh, so he's like Chris Pine.
Yeah. Is that how Chris Pine is? Is he okay?
Yeah.
Is he the guy on the curb that was lying on the
Oh, wait.
grass for like 30 minutes?
Hey,
Oh.
you guys talking about me in there?
Why is he... Chris Pine, what happened to your accent?
Let me in.
Please leave.
No. Hey, I've got something to say about your
Into the
podcast.
Spider-Verse. Yes, go.
So I heard you guys talked about Into the Spider-Verse. I was in that movie.
Okay, thank you, Chris.
See ya.
Bye. He knocks to leave.
No,
What
that
a
was his
guy.
footsteps. He has really hollow feet.
Why
He's
is
got,
he?
like,
Why is he a
hooves.
horse? Yeah, he's a centaur. He's
Wait,
got.
we've never seen him from the bottom down, actually. That's why they always film him from waist up in films.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting to know.
You've never seen Chris Pine in a wide shot. It's always mids and close-ups. They can't
Yeah.
reveal his secret. And
No.
when they do, it's CGI legs.
It's CGI. Like that's why he always looks really weird. Like
Yeah, it's when he walks, he's like wobbling around.
he looks like Chris Hemsworth from doing the noodle dance from El Royale. Bad Times at El Royale.
Noodle dance.
This little heart of mine. We're gonna get copyright struck.
Anyways, what's this show? I Am the Night. Was
Yeah,
it
I
good?
just told you about. Yeah, I really like the cinematography in it.
Cool.
And can't wait to see where it's going because it seems like a really dark show. So there you go. What
Just
else
turn up the
did I watch?
brightness.
Did we already talk about Alita? We did.
Yeah, we did.
We did. What else did I watch this week? Nothing.
Oh, well, what did I watch? I watched Jupiter Ascending.
Ugh.
We were talking about that last week, weren't we?
I think
With-
so.
Alita Battle Angel, because a lot of people are like, if you like things like Speed Racer and Jupiter Ascending and Valerian, the city of 257 planets, then you'll probably like Alita.
A liter of water.
Gulp.
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 Wait, is Valerian like the character of Valerian? Is he a bounty hunter?
I don't know.
Like what are
Something
they?
like that.
They're agents or like police officers
Yeah.
or something. Because
I
it
think-
just made me think, you know that like part where they're like on the beach in quotation marks in the movie.
Yeah.
That reminds me of like in Saga where the Will calls his like contractor and he's on
Yeah.
the beach. I just had that weird like visual connection in my head just then.
I remember watching Valerian. I'm like, some of this reminds me of Saga.
Yeah, that's cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Like
But-
the whole like Rihanna like morphing and like strip dancing and stuff. I don't know why that
Oh, yeah.
reminds me of. What's sextillion? That'd be like a sextillion
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
I've been reading Saga as well, but I'll get into that soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched Jupiter Ascending by the Wachowskis. It was alright. It was
Wachowskis.
alright. You should check it out.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
My dad likes it, so no.
I think you would enjoy it, kind of.
I'm scared of watching that movie. I don't know. I just
Channing Tatum has rocket boots,
has such a reputation.
and he skates around the sky.
I'm not the biggest fan of Mila Kunis either.
I like Mila Kunis. I think she's
I haven't-
miscast in that though.
Yeah, I probably
Because my problem with it is it's got great ideas. It's really visually inventive, but the characters have no charisma.
oh
Like whenever they're
God.
on screen, there's just like speaking dialogue.
Ew.
It reminded me of like the prequels.
Yes, holy shit. Ew.
Like there's a love subplot, and
Phantom
I'm like,
Menace.
I don't buy into this because Channing Tatum speaks like this and doesn't express emotion the whole movie.
When was the last time he was in a movie? I can't even remember. Was he in
Gambit.
anything last year?
Yeah. I
What?
forget what. I remember seeing him in something though.
I need to write something.
Look it up while I talk about Jupiter's Ascending.
I'm just gonna quickly write a list because I just remembered I need to watch Magic Mike.
That's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Watch the second one as well. Second one's better. The second one's the fun one. That's what everyone imagines the first one to be. Because when you think Magic Mike, you're like, oh, it's the strippers, the movie, and they're dancing and having fun. But the first one's like a serious drama about. It's pretty much Boogie Nights. You ever seen Boogie Nights?
Yeah, with what's his name?
Yeah, Marky Mark.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like Boogie Nights light. But the second one,
Light.
yeah, the second
We're
one is
using App Store lingo here.
yeah. They go on a road trip in the second one, and it's all like fun stuff.
It's like The Hangover.
And Childish Gambino's in that one.
Oh, what? Okay,
Yeah.
I definitely need to watch
And he
it.
does a freestyle rap.
I want to rewatch The
He's
Hangover.
like, make that
movie.
ass clap. That's a standing ovation. That's the one line
That's
I
where
remember
that's
from it.
from.
Yeah,
Oh, I
no,
didn't
probably.
know
I
that.
don't know. But Jupiter Ascending. The one more thing I have to say is Eddie Redmayne.
Eddie Redmayne. No, I don't.
His-
That's why.
his
That's
performance-
actually why I'm scared
It's
to
the
watch
funniest
it.
thing I've ever seen. Every time he's on screen, I laughed so hard.
Every
Acts the entire movie like this, and sometimes he has violent outbursts. For the most part, he speaks like
why?
and his lips are always doing this weird look. This is
Yuck.
so funny.
Every time I see a screenshot of him in that movie, I want to fucking die. Like
It's
I think
hilarious.
that's why.
He's the most entertaining part
Oh
because he's just
God.
hamming it up to the fucking max.
Yeah, he just doesn't care. He's just like, I'm gonna have fun with this.
Yeah, I also watched Rampage,
Oh yeah.
starring
that's
Dwayne
right.
Johnson, and I was disappointed. I don't know why I had high hopes for this movie.
Yeah.
Because I love a silly movie, as the audience may know. But
This guy actually enjoyed
was-
watching Ang Lee's Hulk, so
hey, Ang Lee's Hulk's not a silly movie. I'm going to talk about that in a
okay,
second.
all right.
But what are they talking about? Rampage. That's how forgettable it is. No, it's so boring. You know, like Roland Emmerich movies, like 2012 and Independence Day.
Oh God.
It's pretty much one of those, but Rampage.
Why do people love that movie? Those
Which
movies,
one?
2012 and
I
Independence.
don't know. Ask
Day.
my mum.
Yeah, ask my freaking parents. They love 2012.
Rampage. It's, the first hour and a half is so boring. It's like, oh, we need help from the military to
Isn't
track
it
down the
Fucking
gorillas.
based on a video game.
Yeah, it's based on a video
Yeah.
game about monsters smashing buildings.
So it's like Godzilla. Wait, Godzilla's not a video game. Never mind.
No, but it's like
It got turned.
it's
into a
animals
video game.
that grow large. So there's a big gorilla, a big lizard, and a big wolf.
That's right.
But in the movie, they treat it 100% seriously.
The trailer is literally just the only all of the action scenes. And that's it.
Yeah. The action
That's what
scenes
it
don't
sounds
happen
like.
until like very late in the movie, and they're really ugly.
Ew.
They're all grey and just CGI
that
layers of
movie
smoke.
Looks really grey.
And Dwayne Johnson's so poorly rotoscoped into the action, like you can see the very like clear outline.
It's 2018, guys. Come on.
Like it's too clean where he looks separated from everything else.
Yuck. Yeah.
And it's like,
I hate that. It's almost worse than just having like bad CGI or bad like rotoscoping because it's like
yeah.
it looks like a sticker. You know what I mean? It looks like someone put a sticker on the
yeah,
scene.
he looks two dimensional.
Yeah, it's like ugh.
The whole time, I was hoping it would result in Dwayne Johnson having to take the rampage juice to grow big, and he
that
fights
would
all
have
the
been
monsters.
amazing.
I would have loved that so much. I'd have been like, this movie's good."
Your opinion of the movie would have completely.
It would have,
changed.
because it was all leading to Dwayne Johnson growing big.
Yeah.
Because there's one bit where he gets shot, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this might be the bit where it happens." Because like, I need the rampage juice to live.
Yeah.
And he would have grown big. And
Does he have a family in that movie that he like takes?
no,
like,
there's
tries to save? A girl.
yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a girl. There's always a girl.
Yeah, because there's always someone he's trying to protect in those like Dwayne Johnson movies.
The funniest bit actually is when they're on top of a building and it's gonna collapse because one of the big monkey dudes like beating up the fucking
The big monkey dude. Rampage.
like the foundations of it, and he's like, "There's no way to get off this building. We won't get to the bottom before it collapses."
Wait, are Dwayne Johnson and the big monkey dude friends?
yeah, that's the emotional arc
The emotional arc of the movie. Monkey
because
that's
they're
not
friends. It's the emotional connection Dwayne Johnson has to the plot
Jesus.
because the monkey is his friend. But
can't talk.
they're on top of this building, right?
Yeah.
And there's a helicopter there, but it's like broken, like the back of it's broken.
Yeah.
So he can't fly it away. He's like, I've got an idea. So he's like, you ever been down an avalanche?
Oh my God.
He's like, we're going to ride this building as it falls down. So we'll just have to fly the helicopter just high enough to to stay above the debris as it's falling.
Is he saying this to the monkey?
No, he's saying this to,
I was gonna say,
to the girl. I forget who plays the girl.
I was gonna say like that's a lot like to explain to like
No, the
an
monkey's
ape.
destroying the building.
Oh. Okay.
So there's this shot of the building falling and this little like, helicopter like hovering above, like just slightly. It's
What the hell?
and then when it crashes, they just get out and they're like,
They
the
just
dust
brush
and
off the dust.
falls
Yeah.
off. And then Dwayne Johnson's like, oh shit, that's right, I meant to be shot. So he's like, oh.
Yay, good movie.
I love that in movies when someone gets shot. There's no like it doesn't inhibit them in any way. They just have to be like, oh,
Yeah.
like hold their thing.
Exactly. They just hold their wound and then they're just like no, it's like
Yeah.
in the Red Dead Redemption. I know it's a video game, so like I'm sorry, but it's like the exact opposite. Like a character gets shot in the stomach and they instantly die. It's like, oh, okay. In cutscenes too, it's like a character will get shot and they're like and then they fall to the ground, they're fucking dead. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not used to that. In the movies, they're meant to live for another day, like at least.
How dare you talk about video games on this podcast?
No, we just did Rampage.
Oh yeah.
See,
Never mind.
fucking how dare you?
Look, I want to talk about Ang Lee's Hulk. Okay?
Yep.
It's a really good movie, and a lot of you don't believe me, but
don't
you probably haven't seen it. So shut up. This movie, I'm gonna do a video on this movie this week, and we're gonna do a commentary track on it
Yay.
at some point, whenever you want to do the commentary
Yeah.
track.
Never.
Because
No, I'm kidding. I'd actually love to do a commentary track on it because I really need to rewatch it. The last time I saw it, I was a literal child. So
yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't like it that much because it's like artsy
Probably
and
'cause
boring.
It's like all it's all drama and stuff.
It's really well directed. Like I was watching a lot of the featurettes on the Blu-ray afterwards, and Ang Lee was like going through his whole rationale, like it's a blend between psychodrama and spectacle action, and really getting to the psychology of Bruce Banner and the character dynamics and everything. And like he really put a lot of effort into every single aspect of that movie.
Oh, that's really nice.
Like he did the motion capture for the Hulk.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I was like, what?
There's a whole featurette on him doing the motion capture for the Hulk.
That's crazy.
And like, that's awesome. And yeah, he was involved with like every step of the process because he wanted to make this really touching movie about
About the whole.
real people. He
Oh.
treated it as a movie about the characters, and when the plot needed Hulk stuff to happen.
So it wasn't
then it did.
necessarily a comic book movie. It was like a movie about...
It is a comic book movie, but it's treated really serious.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like it
Well,
is
because they do the whole comic book panels thing,
Oh,
like
do
with
they?
the visuals.
Oh,
And sometimes it works, but sometimes it just looks messy.
yeah.
But the whole rationale behind it is like he wants to show the beginning, middle, and end of a moment as like at once,
Yeah.
kind of like the present and
Yeah.
the future.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, kind of like how comics do it.
Yes, exactly. Because like you open up a page and then you've got a character in the top left that's all good
Yeah.
and well, and then in the bottom right they're dead. So you're just like, oh, okay, well, we'll get to that.
Yeah. And I think sometimes it's meant to be confusing because it comes in like montagey bits where everything's going all chaotic.
Yeah.
But I think what he does more effective is how he does transitions. Like this cool like match transitions and fades and
Like in comic book style or like in cinematography or editing
cinematography, but it's trying to evoke that comic book vibe.
feeling. Yeah.
Like there's a bit where a couple are talking in like a kitchen, but it's not like a split screen. Like another character fades into like the other half of the screen, but they're not that close to each other. Like one of them's on the other side of the room, one of them's like
But then
closer,
he
but-
brings them together.
yeah, but visually they're both like standing
That's
there.
cool. I
And
love
there's
that.
just heaps of stuff like that where I'm like,
It's
that's
really
so cool.
interesting. Yeah.
Like that movie could not exist today because the studio would be like, you've got to put action scene here. You got to make it fun. You can't make it boring. The kids have got to really be into it. You got to
Thanks, MCU.
you got to put jokes. You got to make Hulk say, "I'm stupid. Look at my dick," like in Thor Ragnarok.
Yay.
And I actually think Ang Lee's Hulk is better than Thor Ragnarok.
We'll see.
I'm gonna say that quietly so people don't come after me because everyone loves
Why'd your
Thor
accent
Ragnarok.
just go to Ben Mendo or your voice?
Because I'm really excited for Captain Marvel.
Do you reckon Ben
In
Mendo likes
cinemas.
Ang Lee's Hulk?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, he's here. He's actually here right now.
I have seen it.
Ben Mendo, what do you think of Ang Lee's Hulk?
Sorry, I didn't knock. How rude of me. Ang Lee's Hulk. I like that movie because it's starring my best mate, Eric Bana.
Oh, you guys are best friends?
Yeah, we're good mates.
Good mates?
Yeah, good mates.
That's good for you. Well, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. We're kind of doing a podcast
Oh,
here,
wait.
so...
He's here with me right now. That's how good of a mate he is.
okay.
Oh, good day, guys. I'm Eric Bana.
Eric Bana's Australian?
I am Australian, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you ever see The Castle?
No. Oh, The Castle. Yeah.
I was in that movie. I also played
Word.
Chopper Reed.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's so many things that you're in that I forgot you were in.
I was also in Star Trek.
No,
That's
I
not
don't-
an
I don't-
Australian
I don't
movie,
remember that, but...
I played the villain.
Okay, you can shut up now.
Okay, I'll bring back Ben Mendo.
Okay. Don't you have to knock again, Ben. It's fine.
That was Eric leaving.
Oh,
Head to knock to
he's
leave.
also a centaur.
Yeah. Would
Just
you
like-
like to know who he really is?
He's a centaur. I can just imagine that. No, I can't. That's disgusting.
No, that's Chris Pine you're talking
Chris
about.
Pine,
He's
yeah.
got the hooves.
He's got a really nice face, Chris Pine, but
I've seen them
he's
in
actually
person.
what's the opposite of a prawn? A mermaid. Because the prawns keep the head, keep the body, throw away head. The mermaids keep the head, throw away the body. So that means he's a...
Oh, I'll ask Eric Banner.
Okay, stop.
Okay, guys, I think you should leave. You're
Yeah, you
interrupting
guys
the
should go,
podcast.
please.
I know you guys are Australian icons, but you know.
You guys don't even like Spider-Man, so...
Well, I like Spider-Man. I was the Hulk.
But do you prefer Spider-Man or the Hulk?
Oh, I auditioned for Spider-Man, yeah.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. Bye.
What a fucking asshole. All right.
Go see Captain Marvel. in
Oh my
cinemas.
God.
March 7th.
Really?
Yes.
Is that soon?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I'm in it, I know. Pre-order your tickets now.
Pre-order your tickets, guys. You hear
On
it heard it first from
Netflix.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Wait,
Are we gonna get fucking sued for defamation?
what are you talking about?
Nothing.
All right, I'm pushing them out. Get out.
It's
Okay. They're gone.
They're gone. They're actually gone
Thank
this time.
God.
What a guy.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Why'd
that
those
was
two
weird.
Hollywood celebrities just barge into our podcast?
Yeah, that was really strange. I don't know if I'm okay.
Ben
with
Mendelsohn,
that.
I can get behind that
Like
because
if-
maybe he's
you know-
doing press for
You know
Captain
what I mean?
Marvel.
Like if I'm gonna meet a celebrity, I'd like to meet them in the correct circumstances.
I think there's pretty good circumstances. It's recorded forever.
No, I mean like just so I can be able to be like, so you look like a snack, you know, like.
I mean, I can bring them back if you want.
No, I don't want to tell them they look like a snack because they
It's
don't.
all right. Why? So you don't think Ben Mendo and Eric Banner are attractive?
No, Ben Mendo's a snack, dude.
What's wrong with Eric Banner?
No, Eric Banner's not a snack.
What about in the castle when he was Chubb?
No, his face is not correct to be a snack in my standards.
Is it too wide? His eyes too far apart?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, I want to quickly talk about comics I read this week. I've been catching up on Saga, but I've only reread the first 2 volumes and a bit of volume 3. I was hoping I would have read more by now, but I didn't. Not much to talk about that, even though there's a lot to talk about, but I just don't want to, you know.
Open up
Saga's
a can
good.
of
You all
worms.
know it's good, probably. So, Saga, yeah. I'll probably talk about it more once I finish it like you did. Then we can get into a proper...
Yeah, true.
discussion.
Conversation.
I also read the first issue of Nick Spencer's Spider-Man from last year. That's when they brought it back to basics because
Basics.
Peter Parker went in really weird directions with that Dan Slott run.
Mm.
Aside from becoming Doc Ock, he had like he was a CEO of like a company, and then he died and got replaced by Doc Ock and brought back to life. And it got really convoluted, and I didn't really have any interest in following those storylines. But what Nick Spencer's been doing for the past year or so is he's taken that Spider-Man and kind of stripped it back to just
Friendly
the bare
neighborhood
essentials.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, pretty much. Like what happens in it is, well, this is one bit that happens in it is his degree gets revoked
That's
because
right.
they figure out he plagiarized Doc Ock.
Plagiarized.
Yeah, but he's like, wait, because he can't explain it. He can't be like, I was Doc Ock.
Yeah, because then people will be like, what?
He can explain it to Mary Jane though, because Mary Jane's like, what? That's so weird.
Yeah.
Because she knows about it.
Wait, so Mary Jane has no hard feelings over the whole Anna Maria Marconi thing?
What's that?
Is this still in the canon, or is it like a new run?
It's still in canon.
Okay.
It's continuing from these comics we're reading now.
Because like Spidey, so he's still with MJ because he was married, wasn't he? When he was Doc Ock to another girl, the one I just talked about.
Oh, I don't know.
was
I haven't fully read Superior.
Okay. Well, he was married, I'm pretty sure, to like a really short girl.
Okay.
And then he started like when he was Spider-Man again, Silk. Oh God.
Ugh.
We don't talk about Silk here though.
That's what I mean. They introduced all this stuff, and I'm not interested in that.
Anyway, continue
But
about.
I like the
yeah.
direction they're going with this because Peter's no longer in charge of that company.
Parker Industries.
Yeah, and he's still worried about like money problems because
He's not rich,
not anymore.
bruh. What happened?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure they mentioned it, but
Yeah.
the whole thing's framed around this like action scene of Spider-Man and the Avengers fighting these monsters. But
Yeah, I love that cover.
yeah, but
So
at the
good.
end you realize it was Mysterio doing illusions.
Oh,
Like he's just gotten that
bro.
elaborate that he can make monsters appear and like
That's so cool.
portals in the sky. I was like, I
love
like
that.
that because once again, it's bringing it back to that street level Spider-Man
Yeah.
stories because you think it's this intergalactic thing. And
But it's
Mysterio's
literally
like,
just Mysterio.
hey, I just wanted to use my special effects, all right?
Dude,
And then
how
there's
good would it be to have Mysterio on a film set? Your special
know.
effects budget would just go so like.
yeah, and there's like a little bonus issue or bonus story at the end with Mysterio in court. That's cute.
Is Daredevil there?
No, but he may pop
Representing
up in
him.
one of the comics we're reading today.
Ooh,
Kind of.
he pops up in mine. I'm pretty sure.
Oh well, maybe that's why he popped up in this one.
Oh, he's Rhinos. Yep, I know why. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else? Oh yeah, I wanted to touch on the Captain Marvel reviews just quickly because it's been getting good buzz, and I'm excited for that movie.
Not on Facebook comments though.
Because they haven't seen the movie though.
Yeah.
People who have seen the movie are like, it's really good. It's
People
a
who haven't seen the
trippy
movie are like, this is gonna be terrible.
I can't believe Marvel would make this feminist propaganda. They're ruining cinema. They're ruining Marvel.
They're ruining cinema.
Pushing this agenda.
These are probably the same people that watch trash and
Same
think
people
it's
that
amazing.
bashed Ghostbusters. Same people who bashed fucking Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
All those movies.
so annoying. Anyway.
Star Wars, the one where everyone hated it.
The Last Jedi.
Yeah, that one. They're probably the ones who burnt Rose Tico action figures on
I
film.
hate that because she actually ended up deleting her social media
know,
because
so-
of all that.
Do you hear there's rumors of a Rose Tico TV series? I'm like, yes. give me
Yeah,
that.
I love Rose. She's such a good character.
Yeah. I don't get why people don't think she's a good character because she's a woman.
Anyway, I'm not going to go into it because I can talk for hours about it, but never
Yeah.
mind. Yeah.
Star Wars could be a whole other podcast.
Yeah. Anyway.
I think that's everything I had to talk about.
Yep.
I was going to talk about that new Spider-Man comic that's coming out soon where it's like Spider-Man life story where he's aging.
Yeah. I
Normally,
still have
'cause
to
I
buy
think
the
that's really
next
cool.
episode of Friendly Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to do that. No, episode, sorry, issue. Blah.
Yeah. I'm excited for this new Spider-Man
Accurate timeline.
Spider-Man arc that's coming out where it's Spider-Man
Tries
his
to stop
entire
JFK
history.
from getting assassinated.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Oh, wait. That's just like a show that I finished and you haven't finished yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just realized.
They
Weird.
they frame a lot of stories around the JFK getting assassinated, don't they?
Do they?
I feel like it's happened a lot where it's like this person actually killed JFK.
Like
You
in
know?
what?
They do in Watchmen. That's like the big one.
Oh, Watchmen, yeah.
They did it in X-Men.
Did they?
Yeah, Magneto
Comic or
killed him.
movie?
Movie where they time travel.
I haven't seen that one, that's
Well,
why.
that one's a good one,
I
even
haven't
though
seen that one.
Bryan Singer directed it.
Yeah, we don't talk about that fucker.
Yeah,
Fucking asshole.
but no, that one's good. But they've made it that Magneto's like, I was actually trying to save him. That's why I moved the bullet. Because, you know, there's that whole theory of the magic when they shot JFK, like the trajectory like kind of bent.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, it's like a whole theory because like the shooter from that angle couldn't have
Shot
shot
him.
him. Yeah. So Magneto's like, I moved the bullet because I was trying to save him because he's one of us.
What,
So-
JFK's a mutant?
Apparently. And James McAvoy's like, oh,
Okay, let's stop. Can we talk about comics now? Because I'm lost.
yeah, we're only 30 minutes in.
Really?
Yeah.
Good job.
You're just that bored.
No, I just don't want to fucking hear about JFK being a mutant. Like, I have had enough.
That's canon.
That is just an insult, like, to somebody who actually tried to do such good in this world. They are a
It
mutant.
reminds me of Men in Black where fucking Michael Jackson's an alien.
Yeah, literally. No, I liked that though. That was actually iconic.
All right, tell me about this comic.
Okay, so the comic I read this week is The Amazing Spider-Man number 42, titled The Birth of a Superhero. And on the front we see, let's have a look. On the front page, not the front page, like the behind the front page. What do we call that? This one.
The splash page.
The splash page, that's the name of it. We have Spidey appearing to be taking off from the bank with a money bag. And everyone's going, stop, thief. Look up there. It's Spidey. Looks like he's about to fucking rob a bank or something. Well, he has robbed a bank. Yes, that is what it looks like. Anyway, seconds later, the police show up. And some bald guy says, you know, along the lines of, dang it. You know, this was definitely Spider-Man. We should have listened to J. Jonah James.
J.J. Jonasson.
JJ Jonathan. I fuck this up every week. We should have listened to J. Jonah Jameson. He's been reporting about this crook all this time, and we've just been denying it. So I believe him now. Anyway,
Sorry, did you hear that Phoebe thought J. Jonah Jameson was
was a girl?
I
Yeah,
think that's funny.
yeah.
Because that shows how vaguely we talked about him.
But no, but like, okay, I have to disagree because I thought it was common knowledge that people knew that J. Jonah Jameson.
Well, she doesn't know Spider-Man.
Yeah, but like, I'm pretty sure we would have said he and stuff.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, we must have been so vague. Where,
Yeah, maybe.
like, we probably didn't introduce him because we
Yeah.
just assumed, like, you know J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. You know J. Jonah
I know
Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson.
I know J. Jonah Jameson. There he is right no.
Okay,
he's not coming in. We've had too many people come into this house.
Actually, you know what's really cool? Me and Josh the other night, sorry, I'm just going to quickly interrupt to the comic recap. And we were saying, oh, who would we cast to be J. Jonah Jameson in, like, I don't know, like a modern, like at the moment? Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Terry Crews. That was like, we said a lot of people and then we came to the decision, yes, it has to be Terry Crews. I can see him being an awesome J. Jonah Jameson. Terry Crews would be so funny.
I can see that.
Yeah.
How about Ice Cube?
No, not Ice
Got
Cube.
me motherfucking pictures of Spider-Man in this bitch.
Stop. By the way, just disclaimer, I do not watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't agree with that show. Please fuck off with me and get out of my energy and space with that.
But what about that one clip where it's a police lineup and they're singing the Backstreet Boys? Isn't that funny?
No, it isn't. Anyway, I'll continue. I'll shut you all down as fast as you build yourself up, trust me.
I haven't seen the show
I
either.
have no patience.
have
I've
no
tried to
comment.
watch it. I'm just like, this is not funny. Okay,
You
where are we?
are-
So Spidey, you see, we cut back to Spidey and he's on the Queensboro Bridge or something like that. And he throws
Queens.
the bag into the water. And then he kind of like, you know, says to himself, trying to explain this will be really difficult. Oh, well, you know, at least I did it. I saved the day. We don't really know why he's doing this, though. Back at the Bugle, Betty flirts with Ned. She's saying, "Oh, I missed you, Ned," and Ned, Ned. Anyway, so where are we? Yeah. And Foswell comes in and interrupts to I dropped my notes to speak to J. Jonah Jameson.
You are my fire.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
don't go into it.
I was just doing an intermission.
I see. Anyway, so Foswell interrupts to speak to J. Jonah Jameson, and he's not there because he's seeing off his son John at the JFK airport. So Foswell tells the couple about Spidey and what's just happened. They're just like, "What? We don't believe it. Spider-Man would never do that." Anyway, but now we're at the Kennedy airport, and John Jameson isn't feeling too good, Mr. Stark, and he's like, it's getting all hot. And then all of a sudden we see him kind of like lurch over, and looks like he's in a lot of pain. Then he starts growing in size, and he's going fucking sicko mode. He effortlessly bends a pole like, what's his name in Glass? Smashes
Bruce Willis.
He smashes a metal pillar like a toothpick, according to J. Jonah Jameson. And he starts flying through walls and shit. Like, he can't control himself. He's going like full ape.
Stanley can't contain his similes, can he?
No,
he's always going to be like, "Whoa, that person broke through that wall like it was a Rice Krispie.
Oh, wow.
That person slipped over as if he was made of banana peels.
Keep going, because I got to plug my phone in real quick.
Okay, that person melted as if he was made of ice cream. Whoa, that guy was so hard to punch as if he was made of Mount Rushmore.
He was made of Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to just go off my notes. I don't have my comic in front of me because my phone's trying to charge.
Ooh.
But anyway, so he flies through walls and shit, and so he's going the spores. So basically, J. Jonah Jameson says to his son, "Are you okay? I think it might be the spores." So the feds take him to a lab, and because you know how he had federal agents like protecting him.
Yeah.
So apparently, this is the explanation. Spores from Jupiter got into his system.
My favorite train song.
Spores from Jupiter.
Tell me, the Milky Way.
Spores from Jupiter. It's my favorite song.
In her hair, yeah.
And the explanation is like some Superman shit, basically, because it's like, because Jupiter has like a higher gravity or whatever, so like that's why he's so strong on Earth, like, you know what I mean, like the whole Superman,
right?
He's strong on Earth because he's an alien and he's not used to our like gravitational whatever blah mumbo jumbo. Anyway, there you go. So obviously the first thing they do or think of is goes, well, how can we contain him? How do we make sure he doesn't hurt himself? Can you think of the person they try to get, or like what they try to do? It involves a suit.
That dude.
Which dude?
The dude who made the suit.
Tony Stark.
No. That doctor guy.
No, they actually get Tony Stark.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Actually?
Yes. They're
What?
like, J. Jonah Jameson goes, you know what I'll do? I'll call Tony Stark in. He can make my son a suit that will contain his powers and make sure he's not too strong and hurts everyone and himself and there's a liability. And literally the next panel is like Tony Stark and the fucking John Jameson's wearing his suit and he's like, hey, this is pretty good. Anyway, I thought that was like weird. I was like, why is Tony Stark in this all of a sudden? Strange.
I like that.
So basically the suit's to slow him down and to protect him from himself.
But Sammy, Homecoming's inaccurate to the comics because Tony Stark is in it. And it's not a Spider-Man story because Tony Stark is in it. It's inaccurate
I'm
to
nodding
the
my
comics.
head. You guys can't see this, but...
She's crying.
Yeah, I'm crying. That Vine that we were just watching before. You're going to miss your mom? It's like the kid under first day of school. He's like, no. That's me right now.
That was me in grade 1, actually.
Yeah, literally. Same.
I remember the first day that happened.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that a video of you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really
I've
sad.
changed a lot.
Yes.
Visually.
Okay.
What?
We live in a simulation. Anyway, so J. Jonah Jameson, says out loud to like everyone around him. He goes, I'm really proud of my son. You know, he's really strong and he's a superhero now. But in his mind, he's really conflicted. He's actually like, how am I supposed to be okay with this when I report on superheroes all the time being like crooks And, I'm always like
true.
talking about this Spider-Man guy, and now my son's a superhero. How am I going to deal with this?
My mind's telling me no, but my body is telling me yes. That's J. Jonah Jameson.
That's
For
actually
real.
his song. He wrote that song.
I don't see nothing wrong.
I'm going to just keep letting you keep going until you stop.
So I stop.
Okay, thank you. No, keep going. J. Jonah Jameson gets the news from Foswell about Spidey, and he goes, yes, this is perfect. I'm glad I was right. He's like way too happy about it. He's just like, finally, I'm right about something. I told all you fuckers, like, Spider-Man's a crook. He stole from the bank. And then subsequently, the first thing his reaction is, hey, John, you should go fucking bash him up and capture him because you're a superhero now, right? You've got powers.
Yeah, superheroes bash up other superheroes.
Yeah, we've
You
seen
ever seen
Venom.
Schindler's List? Liam Neeson was a superhero in that. And
He's Qui-Gon Jinn.
yeah, he took down the Nazis.
Oh.
That was the plot, right?
And the main Nazi was Grindelwald. Do you remember that? The main Nazi that Schindler kills with an axe in the
That's
head.
why Voldemort was in that movie.
Yeah. And the little girl in the red coat, that was Hermione as a kid. No one knew that. That's why, like, it's so
she didn't
interesting.
make it. She died. How's that work? You forget she died in that movie?
I forgot that Hermione's black, actually. So
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I had to, not J. Jonah Jameson, sorry. J.K. Rowling makes up all this stupid canon that like contradicts itself. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you reckon J.K. Rowling would ever George Lucas her movies and like retroactively fit her shit into them?
Yeah.
Like she just adds like a Dumbledore orgy scene.
She probably already has. It's probably already happening as we
She
speak.
paints, what's the Hermione actress? Emma Watson in blackface digitally.
Oh my God. Don't do that.
What's another one she did?
I'd hate that so much. I'd actually just like jump off the face of the earth if that happened.
Do you know people actually care that Harry Potter's eye color in the movies is different to the book?
Yeah, and people care about other pointless shit from the movies that like aren't in the book, or vice versa. Sorry, I don't know.
It's almost as if books and movies are different mediums.
Exactly. It's like how people are like, Spider-Man is not comic accurate, therefore it is bad.
It's not like the comics. I've only read 2 of them, but it's
Yeah,
not like
it's
the,
not
so
like
it's not
the
like the
ones
ones
I
I
read. Which ones did you read? Craven's Last Hunt.
Secret Wars,
Secret Wars. Oh my
the
God.
Clone Saga.
Oh, fuck off.
I can't wait to get to the Clone Saga.
Yay.
It's so bad, apparently.
What's his name? Ben?
Ben Reilly,
Ben Riley, yeah.
Scarlet Spider.
Scarlet Spider, Ben
I
Riley.
love that dude.
Who's in love with Ben Riley?
The
One
readers.
One of the Spider-Verse characters is like hooking or hooked up with Ben Riley. Anyway, I don't know why I randomly remembered that. Where are we? All right, did I talk about egging John on to be the one who catches Spider-Man?
Yep.
All right, so that happens and he goes, all right, Dad, I'll do it. Sure. And it says further down the hall, which I don't know where they are, because if this is happening further down the hall, then whatever. An attorney, which looks a lot like my boy Daredevil, whatever his real, Matt Murdock.
Charlie.
It is Matt Murdock. It's not Charlie Cox.
Charlie Cox.
It's Charlie Cox.
Ben Affleck.
Further down the hall, an attorney tries to get out of defending Rhino in court because he's been just like, put on that case. But unfortunately, Foggy Nelson is out of town, so he has to take the case because no one can cover for him. And then all of a sudden, Rhino's escaping. I don't know where from, just like from custody, I guess. And they down him with a spray tranquilizer instead of like an actual tranquilizer because they find out that his suit is impenetrable. It's impossible to...
It's like Rampage.
Yeah, it's impossible to pierce with bullets and stuff. So they use like a gas on him that puts him to sleep.
Sleep. Yes. Oh, fuck. I bumped the microphone. Sleep. I don't know why I'm doing the hand thing. No one can see
Yeah,
what
I was like, no, I'm the only one that's witnessing
can we
this
start
right now.
visual, what was it called?
Vision.
Filming this podcast.
Vision dies at the end of Infinity
I was going to say, can we start visualizing this podcast?
Yes.
But that's the wrong word. Filming.
Filming, yes. We can do live streams because me
yeah.
and Josh are going halves on a capture card. So,
Oh.
yeesh.
Oh.
Anyway,
Google Hangout.
Google. No, they're shutting down Google.
They're shutting
Plus.
down Google.
No. Oh my god, they're
Good
shutting down
riddance.
Google. No, what's that like Google social media called? Google Plus. Yeah, they
That's
actually.
fucking whack.
Yeah, they're shutting
so
it down.
useless.
Yeah, that's why they're vetoing it, dude. It
Good.
doesn't exist anymore.
I like that.
Yeah, wise decision. Anyway, what's I talking about? So, Pete is we're back to Pete now, and he's pulled up outside of school, and he parts with his bike. He gives it a few kisses. He goes, "I love you, bike. Stay there. Don't go anywhere." And everyone in the background's like, "What the fuck? Like this guy? Like, oh, he's speaking to his bike? Like this guy?" And people tease him about his bike fetish, basically. And then Gwen, she's like, "Hey, Peter, do you want to come to my house party on Sunday? You know, it would be really fun." And Pete's like, "Oh my God, yes, finally. Like, you know, Gwen is being nice to me and she's inviting me somewhere. Like, they finally like me." And he says, "Yes, I'd love to." But then he goes, "Oh,
wait.
I
can't.
can't.
Because
I'm so sorry, Gwen. I forgot. I promised." And then she goes, "I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's not compulsory to come, so I don't want to hear an excuse." And then she walks off all bitchy and cold and stuff. She doesn't want to hear it. But what actually, you know, his actual excuse was he promised to have a date with MJ, to finally meet MJ. Oh my God.
Peter Parker's definitely one of those people on Facebook who just ticks maybe on every
on
event.
every event. And then like even when people comment going, "Can you please make sure you tick going or
Then-
not? Because I
then
need
one
to
day
know."
before he clicks can't go.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wait, no, I've got something on that day.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh
yeah.
jeez.
Yeah, no wonder everyone's really fucking like cold to him. He's like,
That's why I can
annoying.
relate to Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Same, honestly.
brush over that. Keep going.
You better not fucking click maybe on can't go last minute for my 21st, dude. I'll fucking kick your ass.
Look, now you've threatened me, I won't.
Okay.
I'm only friends with you because you've threatened me if I don't be.
Yeah, I actually have a gun to his head right now. You guys can't see this.
Yeah.
This is why I disagree with filming the podcast, because every podcast I actually have Mike at gunpoint.
Yeah, every time somebody's like, "We need to record this podcast right now," I'm like, "What if I don't want to?" And she pulls out a gun.
Yeah, it's not even just a regular gun. It's a fucking sawed-off shotgun. So like if I
Yeah.
shot him in the head, his fucking head would explode.
But
like,
if I run
no coming
far
back.
enough, then it won't hit me.
It would. Oh yeah.
If I run far enough.
It's a sawed-off. Actually, don't get any fucking ideas, all right?
Okay.
Come on.
Well, I've got backup. I've got Ben Mendo and Eric Banner waiting outside.
Oh, they're waiting outside? I thought you told them to leave.
Well, I drove them here and I said, "Wait outside while we record the podcast." And they're like,
You didn't
"Okay."
invite them in. I could have given them a cup of tea. They could have
I
like sat
did.
in the other room.
I did before.
Yeah, but halfway through the podcast.
Yeah.
That's so rude. These are celebrities we're talking about.
Well, they said, "Oh, we can wait in the car."
Oh, they wanted to wait in the. Oh, are they? Oh my. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when
They want to stay in the car together. They
it's
want to.
like when your mum picks you up from band practice. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's American Pie.
Ditching that metaphor.
Yay. Okay. What was I up to in the comic book? Oh yeah, Peter Parker made out with his bike and he has to go see MJ. Yeah. Sorry. So the rest of the day, Peter goes through school thinking about all the girls, thinking about Gwen and why he can't make her happy.
To all the girls I've loved before.
Yeah, that Netflix movie or whatever. I don't give
That'd be
a shit
good
about.
movie if it was about Peter Parker.
Peter Parker. I would actually like that, or a good comic book arc. Anyway, think about that. So he's thinking about Betty and like, you know, what happened, like, you know, they never talk anymore, and thinking about maybe, you know, it'll work out with MJ tonight, or not tonight, sorry, on Sunday night. Like, you know, he's a bit nervous about it basically. And then I've got a huge jump. Oh yeah, so Peter bikes home and all of a sudden he's Spidey and he's thwipping, swinging
Spider-Man.
just through the
Spider-Man.
city for no real reason. He's just looking for something to do. And then all of a
Nice.
sudden he spots a guy on a rooftop. He's like, "Hey, that's a pretty big guy. Hey." He's wearing a really bright suit. It's like,
From
looks
here,
like,
he looks like Electro.
yeah, I know. Without the mask though. And then he lands on the rooftop. He's like, "Oh my God, it's John Jameson." And then all of a sudden, John Jameson fucking clocks Spider-Man across the jaw, just punches him, and he goes, "What the hell's going on?" And John Jameson starts calling him crook and like, you know, "What's wrong with you, Spider-Man?" And "My dad was right," and yada yada yada. They have a big kind of little little tussle, and Spider-Man twips him, but John Jameson, snaps the webs. That's how strong he is. He just like fucking
I
tears
feel
them
like
open.
every Spider-Man villain can snap his webs.
Shh, we don't know this. Yes, we
Every
do.
time they introduce a villain, he's like, whoa, my webs didn't do anything to them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah,
He snapped the webs.
yes. And more punches are thrown and stuff. So the fight kind of continues. When Jay destroys, I'm just calling him Jay.
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah, John destroys a brick wall, but before the bricks fall to the street, Spidey webs them up and flings them at Jay. So he kind of like webs them up in like a bomby knocker thing, like a sack. And but literally he just like brushes them off. Like it literally doesn't affect him. And in Stanley's dialogue or whatever, he brushes them aside like paper dolls. Which I don't know what a paper doll is, but you know, and what a weird
It's a paper doll.
paper doll. Like, why would you say paper doll? Like, oh, I brushed those bricks aside like paper dolls.
Origami.
Origami.
Like
Anyway,
paper cranes.
imagine if you actually said paper cranes. Lol.
Oh, thank you.
That's racist.
No,
But
that was Stan Lee.
oh, okay.
He was
yeah.
a product of his time. He's not a racist, okay? You're allowed to be racist if you were born.
If you were born.
Yeah, if you were born.
Okay.
If you're
so
Matt Damon, specifically, if you're born.
If you're born. I get it. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Spidey webs John's face and he smacks him down. That's how he defeats him. He kind of does like a smackdown.
On the floor.
Smackdown. Give me some more. Anyway, Spidey flees the rooftop before he wakes up or comes to, and he's like, I better get out of here. And he starts, you okay?
I saw my reflection. I thought it was something on my ear, but it's just the corner of this.
Oh,
Don't worry.
okay, that's fine.
Continue.
Sorry. So yeah, Spider-Man flees the rooftop, and we find out why through flashbacks of Spidey why he robbed, in air quotations, the bank. So Peter was at the bank one day, just
Earlier
as
that day.
himself, not as Spider-Man, not cashing in a check as Spider-Man. Remember that, guys? And he hears a faint ticking, and his spider sense comes up, like kind of tingles when he gets near this payroll bag that somebody's walking past him, and he goes, "Hey, that sounds like a bomb. I'm gonna go suss it out." So he quickly changes into his Spidey costume to steal the hidden bag and the hidden bomb and dispose of it. So yeah, he does all that, and we see the bit from the side of the comic, and it actually explodes as it hits the water, which we didn't know. So there actually was a bomb in it. And he just kind of keeps swinging around, and back at the Daily Bugle, Foswell takes the Rhino story, even though, he's going to J. Jonah Jameson. Don't you want to take it? Because don't you want me, the better reporter, to report about your son, capturing Spider-Man? He goes, "No, I want to take that story because it's my son and I'm so proud." And he's so excited to finally, shit on Spider-Man with valid proof. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Spidey swings through the window in his old fashion to get a drink of water. No, that's not what it's doing this time. To tell J. Jonah Jameson the truth about this robbery. And he tells him, and J. Jonah Jameson is like, "What the fuck?" And Spider-Man leaves instantly. And to get proof of this, J. Jonah Jameson actually calls the bank and he goes, "Hey, can you guys count their stock to make sure everything's good?" And they actually have no money missing from the vault. So he's like, "No, this can't be. I saw Spider-Man rob you." And he didn't see it, but and then all of a sudden John smashes through the door, and he's angry, dude. He's angsty. He's like, "Grr." And J. Jonah Jameson tells John that Spider-Man might be innocent. You don't have to go after him anymore. But John doesn't care, and he still wants to, give Spidey his payback. He wants to, prove that he's worthy to beat Spider-Man. And J. Jonah Jameson's really concerned about this. Surprising. He's like, "Oh no, my son. He used to be such a good, smart, mild-mannered guy, but he's acting like a bit of a nut."
Oh.
And he's a bit scared. And then all of a sudden we got the next panel, and Peter's waking up in the middle of the night. And he can't sleep, so he decides to suit up and finish things with John Jameson, which is the reason why he couldn't sleep for some reason. But anyway, interesting.
Y'all ready for this?
Y'all ready for this? And in parallel, literally, John Jameson does the same thing and busts out of his hotel room, pushes the federal agents aside because he's really anxious to prove that he can beat Spider-Man. And divine cosmic favor and magnets in the world or something, they find each other instantly in the city. and they see each other and they literally
'Cause
just
plot.
instantly start having a fucking brawl. Yeah, they just start punching each other, and they end up at a power plant, and the brawl kind of
Oh.
ends with
It's like Amazing Spider-Man 2.
yeah, because he's actually Electro, John Jameson. No, and it, basically the fight ends in John getting zapped back to his normal self.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's John Jameson.
That's
He doesn't
how
even have a
science works.
superhero name, dude. This is why I'm calling him John Jameson the whole time.
They didn't give
Anyway.
him anything?
No,
Because I guess J. Jonah Jameson's like, you can't have a superhero name. That makes you a criminal.
yeah, literally. He's
The Fantastic Four. Oh, wait, no, they have names. Don't they? But they share their faces.
Does that Thor shows his face?
Or. He's not really a superhero, though.
He's
just
an
a dude.
Asgardian god,
He's a god, a demigod.
a demigod. Anyway,
Oh, yeah, Chris Hemsworth's in my car as well, but he's in the boot. I shouldn't have said that on podcast.
Get me out of here.
Wait, where's my car inside?
no, that's how loud he is. He's a god. Remember?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
that was
if
just that was some thunder in the background. It was just his voice.
I was going to say, if my
Yeah.
car was inside, that would freak me out.
You know, if
It sounded really close.
if Thor / Chris Hemsworth is actually locked in your boot, he would easily be able to get himself out.
No, because Mendo and Eric Banner are sitting on top.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
makes sense now.
yeah, exactly.
Eric Banner can turn into the Hulk, and Ben Mendo can turn into anybody.
Really?
He's the Skrull.
Oh, he's a scroll. That's right.
Would you like
I
to
forgot
know?
about that. I forgot Captain Marvel existed. Anyway,
Oh, hey. Just because she's a woman.
no, that's not why. Okay, leave me alone. Spidey called the police and J. Jonah Jameson to the scene, and they all kind of show up, and they're like, "Oh my God, John, are you okay?" And they all are like, "Oh my God, he's back to normal. Like, you know, you're right, mate." And Spidey watches over, hidden, and then J. Jonah Jameson starts getting really angry because he blames Spidey for turning his son into a monster, which is kind of his own fault for telling him to go after Spider-Man. Like,
Yeah.
the first thing that happens when your son turns into a fuck superhero, like, you should go, like, you know, bash this guy up. No, it's your fault, J. Jonah Jameson. Shut up.
He gets everyone to bash Spidey up. Like
Yeah.
anyone he meets is like, hey, can you beat Spider-Man up?
Yeah, I want to
That'd be
know
good.
why he fucking hates Spider-Man so much. It'd be really nice to know. Anyway, Spider-Man takes off after hearing this. He's like, "Well, that's my cue to leave." And
See
he's
you,
later
chump.
at home. Pete is chilling out, and he's kind of slept all day. It's Sunday today,
Oh.
and he's like, "Oh, I might call Gwen, see how she is." Next minute, May bursts in and goes, "Peter, why aren't you getting ready? Don't you remember that you have a date with MJ?" And he goes, "Oh my God."
I can't think of a
I
song.
was like, what are you doing? Anyway, he starts to get ready, and he and May walk over to, their neighbor's house. What's her name? Something, Watson. May,
The
no.
Watkins, yeah.
Anna Watkins. And while they wait for MJ, Peter can't stop thinking about Gwen and all these other girls. He just can't, he's such a hoe. Anyway. Until, I literally wrote until. Did you read that?
No.
Oh
I
my
can't
God,
see
look.
any of that from here.
See, I wrote until. He's like, I've got written here, Pete can't stop thinking about Gwen until, face it, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Yay, it's the fucking issue, dude.
Yeah.
The first time
Face
we ever
reveal.
face reveal, literally.
100K subscribers,
Yeah.
face reveal.
Not clickbait.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay. Imagine if MJ had a YouTube channel.
You know what? She's in a
Zendaya?
band in Into the Spider. Oh no, wait. I mean, in Spider-Gwen. So I can
Yeah.
see her having a YouTube.
True. That was a.
Face it,
That was an
Tiger.
alright
Face it,
story.
Tiger. You just hit the jackpot. Jackpot.
What was I going to say about Mary Jane? Oh, yeah, she was meant to be an Amazing Spider-Man 2,
Yeah.
played by Fault in Our
Divergent
Stars.
girl.
Yeah.
Fault in Our Stars. She was also in that.
I have no idea how she would have
There's
fit
a
into
new
that
cancer
movie.
movie or like, I don't know, sickness movie with the guy Jughead from Riverdale.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's it called?
5 Feet Apart. It's about kids with like cystic fibrosis and like they can't like touch each other because like they might die or something like that. They always have to keep 5 feet apart, but they're in love, obviously. And
Who's
obviously
doing
one of
this
them's
one? Is
gonna
it
die.
fucking John Green again?
Probably.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well,
what do you think of the issue?
I thought it was alright.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's all you have to say? I thought it was all right.
Yeah, this is,
It's an iconic issue, dude.
Yeah, because of the ending.
Yeah.
No one ever talks about the rest of it.
Yeah, that, you're
No one's
right.
like this iconic issue where John Jameson's son gets spores from Jupiter in
becomes
his veins.
a Superman-esque character.
Hey, hey,
Yay.
tell me.
Da, 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 da.
I don't know the words.
No, me neither. That's why I'm just going. Da, 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 da.
All I know is spores of Jupiter in her hair. And that's not even the real words.
Nice.
Nice. Is that what you have to fucking say to me, dude? What do you even throw at me?
A paper.
Fucking two can play at that game. Oh.
Dude, I play tennis. Don't fuck with me.
That's what they say.
That's the name of my debut feature. Dude, I play tennis. Don't fuck with me.
That sounds like a Panic at the Disco song
It really
from their
does.
first album. Dude, I play tennis, don't fuck
It's
with
these
me.
substantial tennis courts and da 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 da.
At the ballroom dance floor with the masquerade.
Yeah. I lost my
what did I even say it
virginity
was?
to a lady at a strip club.
Strip club.
Yeah, growing up in Vegas.
I already
would
forgot
have
what we
been
said
fun.
the title was.
Yeah,
I'm a
me
tennis player,
too.
don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
But the song's about like, I met this girl. She was so mysterious and masquerading round the ballroom floor.
Nice.
Nice. Brendan Urie, if you're listening, shut up.
Oh my god.
Stop singing. You're too
Don't say that. He's too
good.
good.
Sometimes he sounds like a goat though. That's not a bad thing, but you know.
I saw him live and I actually fucking transcended. Like, that was like the best moment of my life. Brandon
good.
Urie's an enigma. He's not a person, I'm convinced. Anyway, would you like to talk about your issue?
Look. Do I have a choice?
Yes.
We always have a choice, Peter. Is that the quote? I don't know.
Amazing Spider-Man.
I don't know. Probably. So,
I can't wait for the new Sonic movie.
I forgot that was a thing until you just said that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu.
No, Detective Pikachu's at least going to be watchable.
It
Sonic
will be,
won't
but it'll be annoying because
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is like, hey, look at my dick. Ugh. That's all Deadpool movies were.
Yeah, pretty much. That's okay.
I can't stand Ryan Reynolds' improv.
Why? It's not bad.
In Deadpool, all he says like, "Oh, you look like a nutsack mixed with a marshmallow that was left out in the rain for 12 years, and then someone shat in it, and then Jesus picked it up and scooped it with a hat and wore it, and then shook it up with a blender and blah blah blah." It's all stuff like that.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
There's that whole scene in the first Deadpool where him and TJ Miller are just going like, "Oh, you look like an avocado face fucked the top of Papua New Guinea."
That stuff's annoying.
Hey, come on, you look like a turtle that fucked another turtle and then stood on a shirt and then wrapped around and said cowabunga. And then Ryan Reynolds was like, hey, you ever seen 8mm starring Colin Farrell?
Colin Farrell.
Because movie reference. Where he's like, this is like that one movie where Schindler wrote a list.
Did he actually say that?
Probably. He says stupid shit like that. He's always like, oh, which one of the Spice Girls is your favorite? I like Scary Spice. And then Juggernaut punches him. He's like, who are you talking to?
Oh, okay.
Anyways, enough about Deadpool.
Sorry.
That's my little rant about Deadpool. Even though I like those movies a lot, especially the second one.
There should be a Domino movie. Change my mind.
Okay. I don't think there should be.
Okay, you haven't changed my mind.
I think there should be.
Yes.
No, you're meant to disagree.
No,
I was trying to make
You
you...
meant to change my mind from me not wanting to have a Domino movie to not wanting to have a Domino movie.
I don't think you want a Domino movie, actually.
No, you're just trying to change my mind.
Yeah.
So you're not actually saying what you mean.
No, but you don't want a Domino movie. You told me.
I know I do. Okay, listeners, your goal of the week is to try and convince me that I don't want a Domino movie.
You don't, though.
Through emotional manipulation or actual facts.
Be a
I
really
don't
boring
care.
movie. Be a really boring movie.
Why?
Just be Zazie Beetz going, look, I'm not getting hit by stuff.
No, I don't mean her. Oh, well, like she can play
Wait, what?
Domino. But I mean like an actual, like, I don't know. I read the comics and I like Domino. So, all right, continue. Whatever.
Is she called Domino because when she falls over, everyone else falls over as well?
Yeah.
Like she just somehow knocks over
No,
like
she's
every
called
single
Domino because she got a tattoo on her face when she was a kid.
Oh. I thought she was a big fan of pizza. I knew that was a bad joke,
I'm
so I said it
leaving
weird.
this
So
podcast forever, so this is my last appearance.
wait, so you're leaving?
Yeah.
Hold on, where's the gun?
I shot myself.
Issue 43.
That's problematic. I'm really sorry.
We need to put a notice at the start now, like 13 reasons why. Where it's like, yeah, don't watch this show if you want to kill yourself.
Do you have a
Because
problem with that Netflix show? Because I sure do.
yeah, I've only seen 2 episodes, but I was like, that's enough.
I made the mistake of watching the second season, and I had to watch a fucking kid get sodomized in like full HD.
I've heard all this stuff. I'm like, why would I want to watch
hated
this
that.
show?
I hated that so much. I nearly fucking threw up. I was
That
like,
guy
no.
from your favorite band's in it.
Yeah, I love Wallows. Yeah, Dylan Minnette.
Whoa.
He's not. Yeah, he's an alright actor. He's definitely a better musician though.
He's a fake Logan Lerman. That's what I used to call him.
Oh yeah.
Because he was words.
Bitch, are you
I remember there
okay?
was a period of time where Logan Lerman dropped out of movies, and that dude started popping up in all the roles that Logan Lerman used to play.
What else is he in? Oh, he's in that movie where like the guy's blind and they rob the house. Hey,
Oh yeah.
he is in that.
From your description, I was like, "What is that a movie?" And I was like, "Oh, I did see that movie.
Yeah.
The guy who robs the house, but he's blind. Wait, no, they rob the house of the blind man. Yeah.
They rob a blind veteran's house.
Don't breathe.
That's what it's called.
Don't breathe. I know just what you're saying. Issue 43, Rhino on the Rampage. So we got the splash page, right? Get this. We see Rhino. We see Spider-Man. They're fighting. Can you even imagine such a feat? I'm asking you, Sammy.
No.
You can't. Okay, I'll show you.
I can imagine Gekyume. Sorry,
What?
that's X's son. Have you seen all the memes about?
What are you talking about?
Never mind. Listeners that know, they know, dude. They don't. They just
If
know.
you know, you know.
Anyway,
So
back to Spider-Man.
on the next page, just right into it. Rhino breaks out of prison, or wherever he was at the end of your issue. Was he in prison? Yeah,
Rhino.
at the end of your issue. Or was he in court?
Your shoe. You're saying it like a Japanese word.
Your issue.
Yeah,
Was
your
he at the prison at the end of your issue?
That's what I thought. I thought you were talking about like an event in the world, like your shoe. I was like, what is that?
No, the issue you read.
He didn't.
Issue you read.
No, I don't think he went to prison, but I think
he
they
in court?
captured him. Like he's probably
Okay.
in jail, not prison.
Tomato, potato, okay.
No, not really. Jail is like the thing you go to before you go to prison. It's like
He's in jail.
okay,
He breaks out of
I
jail.
know because I've been to jail. So
You want to elaborate on that story? You don't.
don't talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, no.
That's why Tekashi 6ix9ine is actually in witness protection. It has a lot to do with my past. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm legally not allowed to say too much, but yeah.
Pretty sure Sammy did 9/11. She's just not.
Stop. Oh my God. Now I'm defamed. Now when I'm like
Imagine
trying
doing
to be
9/11
famous,
and just being put in jail.
you know what's going to happen? When I try to be famous in the future, and you know how they like fired James Gunn or whatever for like racist tweets or whatever he did, or like it happened to heaps of people. People are going to watch this and be like, Sammy did 9/11 and now we're going to fire her from like all the things we associate her with.
Well, you should try being a pedophile instead. They let you get away with that.
A pedophile. I'm actually a pedophile. PETERPHILE. I love Peter Parker.
I don't get it. Oh, okay.
Pedophile.
I spoke too soon.
Yes. Anyway, continue.
Betty and Ned, they're engaged. Can you believe it? Did that happen in your comic? It didn't. They're engaged.
No way. They're engaged.
They're engaged, finally. And
They
Fuzz was
literally
like,
flirted once in my issue and
Fuzz
now
was
they're
like,
engaged.
congrats, you guys are engaged, finally. Even though I thought it was probably going to be you and Peter, but they're good stuff. And Jameson storms in yelling. He's like, oi, where's Peter Parker? I need photos of the Rhino. He just escaped.
Yay.
I need the story. I need the scoop.
I like Foswell.
Then we cut to Peter having dinner with May, MJ, and Anna Watson.
Ooh.
They're having a nice little family dinner.
Is this after the dinner they just had on
Yeah,
Sunday?
I assume this is like the same day.
Yeah.
And Pete and MJ are really hitting it off. And May and Anna are like, this is really nice. They're getting along like we thought they would. How cute
How surprising.
is that? Keep having to burp. But
Sounds
then
like
Pete's
it.
like, so how come I never seen you around? Hey, what do you do when you're not making boys go wild and crazy? You know, because you're kind of cute and I like you a lot. Hang on, I, just
think
had
you're
a
kind of cute. I
like
like
you
you
a
a
lot.
lot.
And maybe we should hang out
or
or
something.
something. No, I just had a theory. Do you reckon Gwen gets the bangs because of MJ?
Oh,
she's like,
she sees MJ and she's like, I want to get a piece of
Like, what's his
Parker.
name in Scott Pilgrim, the Asian?
Yeah.
Knives Chow.
Knives
She's like,
Chow.
I'm
She
making
gets
my hair blue.
because of Ramona Flowers.
Exactly. I reckon it's just like that.
Yeah, it's probably going to happen.
What time we at? How we doing? All right. So, yeah,
We're going home.
Pete's like, what's your deal? What do you do? And MJ's like, oh, I actually study drama. I'm an actress.
Ooh.
And Pete's like, she's an actress.
How's that song go? Oh, she doesn't like this. Is
No,
that the
that's
same
a different song.
Oh.
Someone's like, she wanna touch me.
Oh, she
wanna. Don't trust a hoe.
Oh my God. I can't believe I used to listen to that when I was like 10 years old.
Oh, those songs in the mid 2000s were just
That
like
was,
very
like,
blatantly like sexist and
I like that was like, remember LimeWire? I fucking like I
Yeah.
specifically remember downloading that song from LimeWire when I was like
tell
11.
your boyfriend if he says he's got beef that I'm a vegetarian and I ain't fucking scared of him. Anyways, this has nothing to do with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Actually, no, she's saying, come on, Petey. They're playing our song.
That song comes up. Don't trust her.
Just imagine
Never
Peter.
trust her.
MJ like dancing around like really like
Someone
slow
needs to
and
do an edit of like a YouTube poop like from the Raimi trilogy.
I
and
guess
just-
I have to do that now.
yeah, you actually have to highlight
What do you
clip.
guys think of the highlight clips I've been posting?
I love them, but I'm biased. So.
Yeah. Did you watch them all?
Yeah.
Did you watch the... Oh yeah, I sent you the gifted one, didn't I?
Yeah,
thought that was
yeah.
fun.
I love that one. That's my favorite one, literally.
He runs down the street and is gifted.
Oh
Anyways,
my God.
we're laughing at ourselves. Isn't that
Yeah.
great?
That's how you know that we're quality content.
Yeah. Well, if you listen to a podcast and you can tell the people aren't having fun, do you still keep listening to it? I feel like
No way.
whenever
no
I listen to a
way.
podcast and it's like, and then, so blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like, I can't listen to like those true crime ones sometimes because
I can't listen to like too many
Like, I have to be
hours
in a
of
really
them in a
mood.
row. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to be like driving somewhere or something because like yeah. I love this podcast, the Triforce podcast, which is by the Yug Pod. I love them. They're just a bunch of like a couple of dads and Lewis from the Young's cast, and they just like talk shit basically. And it's really funny.
nice.
Yeah.
I used to watch Yogg's cast. like, back in
Yeah,
the
I
day.
still do. I've been watching them since 2000 and since Shadow of Israfel days. Do you remember that? Shadow of Israfel? No.
Not really.
If you know, listeners, then you know. But I have literally have never stopped
Don't
watching
know.
them.
Now you know.
They've
you know.
been my YouTube faves for like a long time of my life. Anyway,
yeah.
nearly a decade actually. It's very cool.
Yeah, so anyways, back to the topic at hand.
Yes.
Peter Parker,
Peter
the
Parker.
Amazing Spider-Man.
Yes.
So Pete and MJ, they're flirting, but they're interrupted by a news broadcast of Rhino running amok in the city.
He
And MJ's
escapes
like-
again.
Yep, he escaped. Well, that's what I said at the
I
start.
know. Sorry. I'm just dramatic effect.
How dare you?
Ben Mendo's
Mendelsohn's
back.
back.
Ben Mendo.
Oh, here he comes.
Ben Mendo. Do you want to know who you really are?
Yeah, so Rhino's running amok, right? That's what happens. And MJ is, well, Peter at first is like, oh, I've got to think of an excuse to go down there and escape from MJ. But MJ's like, let's go down there, Peter,
Oh, wow.
because I want to see Rhino in person. And Peter's like, oh, awesome. And they go speeding down towards the city on Peter's motorbike. And
On his motorbike that he makes out with all the time. He just
he makes
kisses
that-
his motorbike.
they're having a bit of a three-way, right?
What is his motorbike's name? Has he given it a
Jeff.
name? Jeff.
No, I don't know.
Channing Tatum.
So, yeah. His bike, Channing Tatum.
Yep.
They have the same level of intelligence. So, have you seen an interview where he says incantations instead of incarnations? It's the funniest thing ever. He's like talking about how he was cast as Gambit. He's like, oh, this incantation of the character
Oh my God.
will be different.
Is he actually dumb in real life?
Yeah.
I love that.
I feel like in 21 Jump Street, he's just playing himself.
Yeah. That's actually so funny.
Anyway, they're speeding towards the city. And Peter's trying to think about how he can change into Spidey without MJ noticing.
He can't.
He'll come up with something.
Yeah, all right. Tell me about it then.
Then, at the office of Nelson and Murdoch, we see Foggy and he's all like, oh, it's all my fault.
Oh, Foggy.
Because I was representing the Rhino and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And Matt Murdock's like, it's not your fault, John Favreau. We just
we
got to
all know
make sure
the
that
best
he doesn't...
Foggy is the one from the show, Netflix shows. But anyway,
No.
T.
John Favreau.
No. Anyway, that's my opinion. I know you really love that movie, the Daredevil movie, but
Look, I wouldn't go that far. It's no Hulk
it's
2003.
no Ang Lee's Hulk.
No, because that movie's actually good.
Yeah.
Daredevil's extremely dated.
Yeah, it really is. It's got Evanescence
Yeah,
as
there's a
the
montage
soundtrack.
set to Evanescence. There's two montages set to Evanescence, actually. There's
Two different
There's a
songs?
sad one, yeah. My Immortal. You
Wow.
cry, I wipe away all of your tears. It's like a funeral scene.
That's also a song that I distinctly remember downloading from LimeWire.
Oh yeah, that's the LimeWire song.
Yeah.
They had it on the front page because they're like, great.
That's like the song that was on all those like YouTube videos. Do you remember like opening like YouTube videos and like Evanescence would start playing?
Yeah,
And,
there's always wake me up.
Wake me up inside.
Let the bodies hit the...
Oh yeah, let the bodies. Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Anyways. So Matt Murdock's all like,
Sorry.
most important problem now is to make sure Rhino doesn't injure anyone until he's caught. And Foggy's like, it's not our problem. Spider-Man had fought him once before, he'll probably do it again.
Sorry, could I just have a look at a panel of Foggy?
He looks like Foggy.
yeah, he
looks like
does.
Johnny Favreau.
Yeah, he does.
He looks like Ben Affleck.
Affleck.
Imagine the MCU.
The third
with,
Affleck.
Imagine the MCU with Ben Affleck, Tobey Maguire, the Tim Story Fantastic Four, Ang Lee's Hulk, Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider.
Wait, Ben Affleck as Reed Richards and Tobey Maguire as the Human Torch. Think
And
about it.
Eric Bana as the Invisible Woman.
And
Nicolas Cage as the Thing.
oh, I miss Ghost Rider.
Should we do a commentary track at one point?
Yeah, we should.
Maybe when Ghost Rider pops up in these comics.
Yeah,
I think it happens at some point, right?
it should. I'm pretty sure it has already happened.
We would have talked about that.
Okay, probably.
I'd remember that.
All right, continue with your comic.
I'll give it a go. Oh, geez, I haven't got far at all. So, Rhino's still running amok. He's punching everything.
No.
Punching everything so hard. Can you believe it?
I thought Rhino would charge things, not punch them. But
Well,
anyway,
he's doing a bit of a combo. He's charging and punching the whole lot.
Do we know his real name yet?
No, they never say it. Even in his backstory. they say it.
Alexei.
But
He's
Rhino-
not. They haven't decided to make him Russian yet. That's
what?
not like that hasn't been decided. Wait, maybe it's like during the Cold War. That's why they make him Russian
Oh, maybe.
because they were like, we don't like Russians.
But during all this punching and headbutting, Rhino takes a moment to reflect on his past. You
Yes.
see a little thought bubble.
Yeah. As flashback.
Yep, he's thinking about what led him here. He says, he doesn't say anything interesting. It's all said in the text
In the
boxes.
text boxes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It says origin time coming up.
Yay.
So
That's
at least they're self-aware, but that doesn't excuse
Yeah.
lazy writing. But yeah, we see pretty much Rhino is just a hired goon working for professional spies who was hired because they thought he was too dumb to reveal their secrets.
oh my gosh. So he is Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum
Rhino
is
is
the Rhino.
Channing Tatum is the Rhino. Oh my gosh, can you imagine the MCU? Channing Tatum playing the Rhino. Sorry, I'm sorry. I
he was
did
meant
that.
to be Gambit at one point.
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine him in like Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like at the end, he's like, "Hey, I'm the Rhino." Well, no, he does the "My Name Jeff" voice.
Oh.
My name Rhino.
But he's got this stupid costume on. It's like just like 2 inches of his face, but it's like covered by like the Rhino suit.
Spider-Man. Little boy, the biggest.
No.
I scare you, little boy. Who'd Jonah Hill play?
Spider-Man. Okay, that highlight clip.
I mean, he's pretty buff now. Have you seen him?
Yeah, he's
doing
thick,
alright for
dude.
himself.
He looks nice. Yeah. Anyway,
So they experimented on him to create the most unstoppable goon for their dirty jobs. So
Dirty
they
jobs.
created a molecular adhesive acting as a second layer of skin to make him as tough or even tougher as a rhino. Can you believe a man that tough?
Well, I mean, a rifle can take a rhino down. We know this because of poaching, but
Yeah,
whatever.
but he's tougher than a rhino, right?
Tougher than a rhino.
It says that specifically.
Okay.
He's tougher than a rhino. But once his power increased, he's claiming that his intelligence increased as well. But I'd argue not, because he's pretty much just punching and headbutting everything, isn't he? He's not
No,
doing
I
anything
reckon.
smart.
Actually, you know what? I reckon his intelligence increased, but then he was a rhino, so he started headbutting things, and that way his intelligence decreased because he's literally giving himself concussions all the time.
Oh, okay, fair point.
Yeah.
But he's claiming like, oh, I'm so smart now. I can use my powers to make myself money, which is just headbutting into banks
Would you
and
do it?
breaking stuff. No, I wouldn't.
All right, that's your opinion. I'm sorry.
Opinion?
That's my opinion.
So Rhino, as revenge, he tears their lab apart. He's like, I'm angry and smart now. You guys can't stop me. And he decides he's going to start robbing places and headbutting things.
Yay.
And then back to present day, he's like, that was a nice little reminiscing moment. So he quits his monologuing, and we see Spider-Man and MJ arrive at the scene.
Monologuing.
And the police are like barricaded off, and there's people going like, oh, where's Rhino's in there, blah, blah, blah. And Peter's like, all right, MJ, I'm going to go get some pics for the Bugle. I will be back very, very soon. And MJ's like, all right, just be back soon so you don't miss the fun. And Spidey, as he's crawling, he's like, I could really use the money right now for if I get these good pics, you know. Jameson will pay me good money because I waste all my money on a motorbike.
Yeah, he actually owes the bank money. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Spidey sneaks in on the Rhino, stomping about, being real angry. I don't know what he's stomping. He's just kind of in a warehouse. He's not doing any crimes. He just wanted to get Spider-Man's attention.
But that's how he's getting attention, by stomping.
Yeah, just stomping about.
And the mayor from Footloose is like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's very thinking like, hey, if I stomp around enough, Spider-Man will show up because I'm making a big fuss.
Kevin Bacon shows up like, hey, where's the party? Mayor from Footloose. What's going on here?
Hey, I'm Kevin Bacon. I can't do a Kevin Bacon voice.
When do you reckon he'll... No, never mind. Ow.
You dropped your phone so many times.
Anyway, what's happening in the comic?
I'll tell you what's happening. Spidey sneaks up on the Rhino, stomping about.
No.
And he sets up his Spidey spy eye, which is just his camera.
I was about to say, that sounds like the tracer, but it's not because it's looking. Hey, it's like a surveillance camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's his photo camera.
Photo camera.
Photo camera. That's how he says it.
Yes. Spider-Man is actually British.
Yeah, you know, like those greeting cards, you open it and a very crusty version of a song plays because it's like
Happy
embedded.
birthday to
It's like,
you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
and then like in a few years' time, you open that card again. It's like,
And it's really messed up. You know, that reminds me of an Emma Stone movie that's called
Easy A.
Easy. Yeah. I got a bucket for the sunshine. I
a
got
good
love
movie.
and a love.
No.
I got a bucket for... No.
No, I remember that bit.
I love that movie. It's ridiculous, but I love it.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, it is good.
Sandman's in it.
He is. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I never put the two and two
I
together.
didn't kill your uncle.
Yeah.
I said bad luck.
Who else is in that? That guy who's like not really in movies anymore?
Phoebe from Friends. Lisa Kudrow. Isn't she in that?
No, I'm talking about the
I'm thinking of
dude.
someone else.
The dude
No, she's in that,
She
isn't she?
pretends to have sex with at the start.
Oh.
That everyone, because he's gay or something.
Oh. I can't even picture him.
He's not in movies anymore.
Isn't
No, I haven't seen him.
he? Sam Worthington.
Yep, Sam Worthington. All right, let's continue.
I have a theory that James Cameron's only making his Avatar movies because Sam Worthington's like, please, I want a career again.
No, he's been in something recently. He's in a show that's called Unabomber or something like that.
Is he the Unabomber?
Do you know who the Unabomber is?
Yeah.
You do?
Okay.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, I know it's a real thing. I've heard of it.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
Anyway, once he sets up his little spy camera, they tussle for a bit.
Oh, yeah, it's our favorite word.
The Rhino clobbers him real good at first. Then Spider-Man's like, all right, he's clobbering me real good. Maybe I should clobber him back. So Spidey jumps out the way and Rhino bumps his head into... Wait, no, that's not what happens. He jumps out of the way and like smacks Rhino into the ground. So Rhino like headbutts the ground. He's like, "Ow, that hurt real bad."
That hurt real bad.
So Spidey tries. He's like, "Okay, I've got to try something else because he's pretty unstoppable. If he just keeps hitting stuff, that won't be enough." So he tries to trap him inside a barrel. He grabs a barrel and like shoves Rhino in it.
Oh, that's horrible.
Have a look at the panel.
Oh my god, how?
But Rhino's too thick. He busts out of it. And
It's like me when I try on a pair of jeans I could fit in 3 years ago. It's like, yeah, exactly.
This makes Rhino real mad. And he
Relatable.
barges through a wall into the streets.
Yay.
Step Up 2 style.
Oh wow, really? I forgot
Spidey's-
Channing Tatum was also in this movie.
He was too. Spidey suspects he's doing this to force Spidey to stop him. Spidey suspects Spidey suspects that Rhino charged outside in an attempt to like get him to go outside and try and stop him because Rhino's like, try and stop me. You can't. You suck. You know?
Yeah, psychological terror.
Yeah. Because Rhino's a genius now. That was his genius plan.
A genius.
That's what they call Kanye.
Yeeziness.
Genius.
Genius.
That'll be his next album. He's got Yeezus, Yandi, Genius.
Genius.
So Spidey swoops into action, smacks Rhino's head into the ground. This is outside because he was about to charge into the crowd, and this makes Rhino very, very mad. And he barges into a truck loaded with steel beams, and as he does it, he knocks Spider-Man out of the way, and this traps Rhino for a bit under the steel beams. We all know Rhino's made of jet fuel.
He actually is, and he can melt steel beams.
Yeah. So Spidey's left a bit wounded because he got knocked over by Rhino, but Rhino gets out of the steel beams and runs away to go after John Jameson.
Oh, is he back in action, dude?
Yeah, Sister Act 2 style.
Back in the habit.
Wait, no, what's that movie? Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes are back in action.
Space
Starring
Jam
Brendan
2
Fraser.
coming out in 2021.
You've seen Looney Tunes back in action, right? It's that one where the Looney Tunes in real life and Brendan Fraser's
Yes,
their best mate.
yes,
But he
and
plays
then-
Brendan Fraser.
At the end, they have to save Brendan Fraser from getting like exploded by TNT or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I just like that he plays Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think that's actually so cool.
That was his peak fame.
Really was, hey. Oh my gosh.
Remember when he was in Encino Man?
Yeah, I love that movie. I love Encino Man.
You know why I like Channing Tatum so much? He reminds me of Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's gonna go through his Brendan Fraser phase.
They were both in G.I. Joe. Do you reckon that was the passing of the baton?
That was
Because
it.
Brendan Fraser
Yeah.
was like the older G.I. Joe, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And Channing Tatum was like, I'm the new guy. I don't think that was the plot at all, but
No, it really was.
in my head, that's how it goes.
I've never seen it, but yeah.
You don't need to.
Yeah. All right, continue.
It's a movie based on toys. Like, come on.
Yeah, Lego movie.
It's a movie based on toys. Come on. Give me a break.
Power Rangers.
No, Power Rangers is based on
Teenage
a
Mutant
TV
Ninja
show.
Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a comic book movie.
Oh no, Transformers. That's the one I was thinking of.
and
Transformers.
Battleship.
Battleship.
Remember that?
Transformers.
Holy moly,
Had
guacamole.
Rihanna in it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
she was in Valerian.
I like her in Valerian, even though she can't act. I'm sorry, she
Oh,
can't.
well, that's why she was an alien in that.
Yeah, and that's why her like best bits are like her not saying anything and just dancing. Really, but
That like 10-minute scene where she's like, bow, 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 bow.
yeah, bow,
I'm,
chicka,
dan-
wow,
I'm
wow,
dancing and I'm
Rihanna.
turning into aliens. Oh, whoops, I died.
Yeah, I forgot she died in that.
Oh,
Spider-Man PS4.
what's the time code? It literally takes me like so much time just to edit whenever we do like a Spider-Man PS4 spoiler because I have to like skim through the whole thing. Like, then sometimes I skip past it and then it's like, you know, if you don't know, now you know. N-word.
No, buddy.
If you don't know, now you know, fella.
Mister.
Bucko.
Okay.
If you don't know, now you know, pal. Oh, Jesus Christ. Spider-Man gets up, he's all dizzy, right? Rhino knocked him over, you know the deal. So he sneaks away and grabs his camera. And his special stickum stuff, he calls it. his webs.
Just his web
It's just his
fluid.
webs. It evaporates and his camera drops. He's
Bruh.
like, oh no, 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 no.
No,
And he catches it. Just in the nick of time.
Can imagine Tom Holland delivering that line.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, literally. The
Yeah.
exact same as that.
But he's dropping his iPhone.
Oh my god. He's dropping his jewel. His vape. Oh no 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 no. He
Why
like,
is he propped up his vape on the roof? Why was it webbed up?
he was taking a photo of it. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Just leave me alone. No, I'm kidding.
I won't.
Okay, keep
I'll
talking.
keep bullying you until you let me leave this podcast.
I've got a sort of shotgun at your head, remember?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, don't forget, hey.
I actually did. So thank you for reminding me with that thread.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, this is becoming decrepit. We have to keep going.
Yeah. Oh, we're doing all right for time, actually.
Yeah, time-wise, but content-wise.
I think this is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm
Ben
having
Mendelsohn
fun.
was in it, so that will get
Yeah,
the
that's-
views.
it's
Eric
pretty
Banner.
cool.
Should I put in the title?
Ben Mendelsohn.
Featuring Ben Mendelsohn and Eric Banner.
And who else was in it too?
Oh, Chris Hemsworth in
Chris
the boot.
Hemsworth in the boot, but someone else had shown. Oh, Chris Pine.
Oh, yeah, Chris Pine.
Chris Pine.
He just came in to say he was in Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
And we're like, we know.
Yeah, he's actually kind of annoying.
He wasn't in my car. I don't know why he was here.
because he's a fucking creep, dude. Have you seen Into the Night? He's crazy in that.
What's with him and Into the movies?
He's in
Star Trek Into, the
Night.
Darkness.
I don't know if he. Oh, true.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
And Into the Night, the
Into the
TV
Night.
show, not a movie.
Was he in
Into the Woods.
Into the Storm?
Was he in Into the Woods?
He might be.
He might have been. Actually,
You
you
look
know
that
what?
up.
I think he was.
Was he in Into the Storm though?
No,
That
he
hurricane
wasn't.
movie, okay.
Definitely not.
Yeah, that had no one in it.
Into
So,
the
Pete Beeps. Pete meets Pete meets back up with MJ.
Yes.
Is he actually?
Oh, yes.
Go through IMDb and name all the Into the movies.
That's fucked up. We've just uncovered a conspiracy. I'm not even kidding. Okay.
Chris Pine's agent comes up with him and he's like,
Oh
Hey.
no.
"Hey Chris, I've got a new script." And Chris Pine's like, "Nope. Before you say anything more, what's the title?" He's like, Batman,
Into
The Batman Rises."
Yeah.
No. Come back when it has a different title.
different title. Actually, the show I was talking about is called I Am the Night, not Into the Night. So
Actually, no, you said I Am the Night at the start of the podcast.
yeah, I did. Star Trek Into Darkness, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse,
So he's probably 3. It's the trilogy of
Into the
Into.
Woods. It's the holy trinity of the Chris Pine movies.
Oh yeah, they should make a box set.
Yeah, they actually should.
I'd buy that for $1.
Except Into the Woods is a shit movie, so
Never seen it.
it's just
It's a musical, isn't it?
boring. Yeah.
What's the songs in it? Will I know them?
No,
Okay.
absolutely
Imagine
not.
if they made Wicked the movie.
It's a
people would be
hard
so
knock
up in
life.
arms.
They did Annie, remember?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. I like that Annie movie, even though it's
I don't think I saw it.
Yeah.
I've seen Wicked though.
It's alright. Wicked,
If they made a Wicked movie, people would be so fucking angry.
Rent movie. People would be even more angry if they made a Rent movie.
Rent?
Have you never seen Rent?
I've never seen Rent.
Oh,
No.
no. Rent is good if you watch it with a good cast. Or see it, watch it, see it
Okay.
with a good cast.
You know they're making a School of Rock musical?
Yeah, I did hear
Video
of that.
production.
I'd
Let's
see
go
that.
see it. It's in June.
Yeah, let's go see it. Legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If you wanna be a teacher's pet. I like the songs on that. It's pretty good. Richard Linklater. There you go. I'm just trying to.
Go full circle. We weren't
Bring
talking about
everything-
Richard
bring-
Linklater in the podcast, by the way.
we weren't.
They don't know about this.
I thought we were.
No,
we
this
didn't.
was during
Okay.
dinner.
I'm bringing it full circle with our life, not
Yeah.
for the listeners.
Let's not explain it to them. All right, continue.
You did. You said we were talking about Boyhood at dinner.
I didn't say we were talking about Boyhood. I just said we were talking about it at dinner.
I'm
You
filling
just
in-
ruined
I'm
it.
filling in the blanks.
Okay.
It's like those, in primary school, you got those
Okay, yes.
those stories, and it's like you fill in the blanks with the verbs.
Or you get a folded piece of paper and you draw the
What's it
bottom
called?
half
Mad
of the
Libs.
person.
Yeah,
And then the next person draws
That's what
the
I'm
middle.
thinking about. Exquisite Corpse Project. That's what they're called.
And then you like unfold it, but then like nothing matches up because one's too wide and one's too skinny. It's
Yeah.
just ruined anyway.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. I used to cheat at that and like look at what the person drew. I know.
And ruin it
And just draw a dick on it and get them into detention.
on like their head.
Get them into detention.
It's like the thumbs from Spy Kids, but a dick.
Did you know the kid from Spy Kids is married to
Yeah, I told
Meghan
you that.
Trainor? Anyway, can
you're
we keep
telling
talking
the
about the
listeners.
comic, please?
Yeah. So
I'm going insane.
that's not good. Oh. So
Gassy.
don't tell me what I am.
I was talking about myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't assume everything's about you.
Well, when you said it, I was like,
Okay, good for you.
what are you, Christian Bale? Is Christian Bale in here as well?
He starts talking about lights.
Oh, good for you. So
Why?
Peter sells the pigs to J. Jonah Jameson, right? After he gives MJ a lift home. And J. Jonah Jameson's like, these are the best things I've seen in my life. You're a natural kid. Go get him, Tiger. The whole Shazam. And J. Jonah Jameson calls up the hospital to check on his son, John Jameson. Because as we know, in your issue, he bumped himself on the head or something like that, didn't he? What happened?
I don't know. He just fucking turned back into himself because he got electrocuted.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he got zapped. That's right. So he's in the hospital because he got zapped. And the doctor's like, he's doing all right, Jonah. He's going to be just fine. So, Peter suspects, after hearing this, that John might still be in danger because the rhino is still at large. And John Jameson's in the hospital. So he rides on home. He's like, I need to figure out a way to defeat the rhino. And this is where I stopped writing notes. So I'm just going to,
Guess what happens for the rest of
not guess, but
No, you should. I reckon you should.
I didn't read the dialogue. I just looked at the pictures, all right? We're getting to this point in the podcast, which is going to be, we skimmed through it. It won't be like that every week, I promise.
It hasn't been, so I.
Yeah,
I
but he
trust
goes
you.
to Dr. Connors because Dr. Connors knows science stuff. He's like, hey, Dr. Connors, can you help me? We're trying to defeat the lizard. Give me some goop to
Give
get
me
rid
the
of
goop.
his. Give me the goop so I can dissolve that molecular adhesive of his. That's the only way I can stop this dude. So in Spider-Man, a hero. What is that?
I just drew something. I don't know.
Okay, it looks like a robot from Robots.
Yeah, it does.
And
Anyway.
Spider-Man arrives at the hospital, and what do you know? Rhino barges in. He's like,
What do you know?
I am the Rhino.
Stop. Please don't do that.
That's not even how his voice sounds in that movie.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm the Rhino. I thought you would be back. John Cena as the Rhino.
Yeah.
I'd like that actually.
Yeah, that would actually be John Cena as J. Jonah Jameson.
I liked it, then I didn't.
Terry Crews. I still.
Okay. What Danny Glover?
No,
What about
Terry
Donald
Crews.
Glover?
No.
No, he's already in it, isn't he?
Yeah, he's already.
Liam Neeson.
He's just walking around with a fucking crowbar, like waiting to bash. Him.
Hey, come on.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So, Spidey swoops in to the hospital room. He's like, oi, I've got you good this time. I'm webbing you up. And he's got him all webbed. Rhino smashes through a wall. And he's still kind of trapped in the web, so I assume Dr. Connors gave him some sort of new web formula that will trap him. And while he's trapped, suddenly the molecular adhesive starts to melt. So these webs, they're strong and they're melty. You right?
Yeah, I'm just listening to the comic book. Dude.
Okay.
You all right?
You alright? We alright?
It's gonna be all right.
Yeah, Rhino's fucking... His skin melts off and he's just a regular dude. Spider-Man's like, hey, look, it worked. He socks him in the jaw, knocks him out cold. And then he crawls back up to hospital. J. Jonah Jameson arrives and he's like, oi, what the Spider-Man, you suck. And someone at the hospital's like, you should be grateful, Mr. Jameson. Spider-Man's just saved your son's life. And he's like, Boulder Dash, I'll sue that Fink for using my boy as a decoy to trap the rhino.
Twink? A Fink, sorry.
Fink.
I was like, wow, that is really bad.
And John Jameson literally does this. He's like, thanks, Spider-Man.
He does the okay symbol, okay emoji, hand emoji.
Well done, Webhead. And Spider-Man's like, no sweat, Colonel. And he rides away on his motorbike. And Stanley says, depth of utter confusion. We got so wrapped up in this yarn that we counted the pages wrong. We thought this would be the end, but now we see we've got another page to go.
Oh my
So
god.
stay with us, Frantic One. We'll think of something.
What is going on?
So they wanted
here?
to end the story there, but they realized they weren't at their page limit.
Oh my
So it's
god.
in high school where you have to write an essay and you don't have you don't hit the word limit, so you're like,
I hate that. That's actually so
you
stressful.
start adding extra descriptive words and stretching sentences longer.
Yeah.
So this extra page that harkens right back to the original issues where Spider-Man's walking home and he's getting bullied by Flash and Gwen because Flash is trying to enlist into the military. And they're like, hey, Peter, you should enlist too, eat too chicken. Spidey's got other stuff on his mind. He's like, I bet MJ wouldn't put me down like this. Blah, blah, blah. I think she'd understand. She get home. She get home.
She get
No, he get home, and Aunt May is sick
again.
as always. And
Why hasn't she died
he's
yet?
like, oh, why is she sick? Oh no, she mustn't have taken her medicine. Oh, her bottle was empty. Oh, she never refilled the prescription. Oh no. Probably because she didn't have the money. This is all my fault. I'm Peter Parker and I suck as a human being.
Yay.
Oh, geez. And he calls up Mary Jane. And he's like, something came up, Mary Jane. I can't make it tomorrow night. And she's like, that's okay, Tiger. I'll keep a stiff upper lip till you buzz me again. You hear? And Peter's like, oh, it sounds like she doesn't
Whatever
even
that
care
means.
about me. Oh. He's taking everything so personally. And he's like, what's wrong with me? I've defeated some of the most powerful supervillains of all time without batting an eye. But why do I have such trouble managing my own life?
I feel like I wouldn't be friends with Peter Parker in real life. He's just a sook.
Next, the lizard crawls again. So, yeah. They managed to cram something in on that last page, didn't they?
Pathetic.
So that issue is very classic Spidey with, oh, there's a villain. I'm going to defeat the villain. Oh no, he beat me. I got to think of how to beat him. I'll go to Dr. Connors and help me come up with a formula. I beat the villain. Oh no, I'm sucking about my life because I suck. Yeah,
The end. What was your favorite?
none of them.
Aw,
No.
that's so bad. Why are you so cynical, dude? No, I'm kidding.
Why you gotta be so...
If you were to choose one, what would be your favorite out of the two?
Yours, just because it's
42.
first appearance of MJ.
Yeah.
First visual appearance.
Visual.
A visual. She's been brought up ever since, like, what? Issue
You never
8?
find out why there was a bomb in the bank. I just realized in my one.
It's like opening of Justice League
Yeah.
with Wonder Woman.
Yeah. And then
That's where they
Ares
got that
comes in and just
inspiration.
like steps on all of them.
That's not what happened.
I know, but in my mind, that's how it happened.
I wish it happened. Then the
And
movie
then
would end early.
ends,
Yeah.
Just ends there.
What was your favorite?
Yeah, definitely my one. Sorry.
Definitely your one.
Yeah.
They're pretty equal in quality, I reckon.
I have beef with Rhino.
Okay. Well, Rhino was in yours as well.
Yeah, I know. I've got beef with him, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. You beeped it out, so I don't know.
Oh no! Don't give me more editing to do.
Got him. Nah, I don't know. I just do.
Well, isn't that just fantastic?
Oh my god, that's like the ending of Fantastic Four.
Say that again. Fantastic. Guys, I've got it. Dun 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 dun. Fantastic Four. So, anyways, before we close off this podcast, I'd like to bring back Ben Mendo and Eric Bana in.
Oh yeah, all right,
just
guys.
just to send our farewells.
They're over there. They're kissing in the
Yeah,
corner.
because they came in just before, and they were like, "Hey, we have something to say."
Yep.
So I'm gonna bring them in.
They stopped kissing finally.
Guys, come in. Oh, thank you. So, I just want to say, I had a good time filming Captain Marvel in cinemas, March 6th, 7th.
Is that all you wanted to
6th.
plug? Is there
No,
anything
no,
else you want to plug?
I'd like to plug, my bathroom shit. I left the tap running.
Oh,
no.
okay. You should get
no.
home. Mike's your ride. Hey.
Yeah, so
Okay, you
we
should
wrap this up
probably-
quick.
Yeah.
But I just want to ask you something.
Yes.
Would you like to know who you really are?
I'm not gonna fight in your war. I'm gonna end it.
I'm gonna end it.
I like cats.
Are you saying Captain Marvel is feminist propaganda?
Yes, it actually is. It's been proven that Captain Marvel is feminist propaganda.
I think you're thinking about the Ghostbusters remake.
I think you're thinking about the Ghostbusters remake.
Or you mean the new one they're making?
Yeah,
right
the
now?
new one, the one that they're
Ghostbusters 3.
yeah, that's actually just like
I'm excited for that movie because there's no women in it.
I just wish they would make another one so we can get more Chris Hemsworth being a silly guy.
Oh,
He was my
I
favorite.
like that guy. Oh shit, that just reminds me. We better get going soon. Chris Hemsworth.
He's still in the boot.
Wait, who told you?
No one.
Mike, come here. What? What's up, Mendo? Did you tell her about Chris Hemsworth?
Oh God.
Look,
What
I'm
have
not
I done?
gonna lie to you, Ben. I said a lot of things on this podcast, so I can't really remember. But I wouldn't put it past me. Oh, we'll talk outside. Okay, see you, Mendo. I'll see you soon. Eric Banner, do you have anything to say? Not really. I'm excited for your whole commentary track. When you guys recording it? I don't know, Sammy. When do you want to record the whole commentary track?
If we have time next week,
Next week?
let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it next week.
Because we record it next week, might not release.
Yeah, might not release it next week because
Yeah.
we just released our Fantastic Four one like a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago. Spread them out a little bit, otherwise we'll run out of Marvel movies. Even though there's like 500 of them.
There isn't
Yeah.
500, but nice try.
It's 500 episodes of Marvel shows.
500 episodes of summer.
This 500. Okay. Eric Banner, anything else to say? No, not really. I was in Star Trek. You ever seen that movie? I did. Is that all you have to say? Yeah, it's out on Blu-ray. I get the digital disc.
Get the digital disc.
The digital disc. Yeah, that's what all Blu-rays. Okay. See ya,
He's
Eric.
just walking out. He
He
stopped
didn't knock. That's fucking rude.
halfway through his sentence. He just walked out and didn't say anything. I think it's because we mocked him.
Well, Mendo was giving him the let's wrap this up.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you should probably drive him home soon because they look really
Shit.
mad.
Okay, he's pulling out a gun. Okay, better
Where's
wrap
my
this up.
sword?
If you want to, I'm too scared. I don't know how to finish the podcast.
Okay. Sorry. I have to just. If you want to follow us on our social medias, it's at Peter Palmer Pod on everything, peterpalmerpod@gmail.com. Remember that your task this week, listeners, is to prove to me that I don't want a Domino movie. So there you go.
Yeah, and also rate us on iTunes because no one's done it yet.
I've done it.
Oh, you have?
Wait. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've done it.
Okay.
Everyone, rate us on iTunes. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Give us a subscribe button. Give us a share on Reddit. Give us a share on Facebook. Give us a share impression.
Mail us cash to our P.O. box.
Especially give us your best share impressions. I want to hear it.
Yep.
Thomas,
Give us a share impression.
I know you message us every week.
Or
I want to hear your best
Shakira
share
impression. Either.
My Shakira and my share impression are the exact same. Anyways, shit. Mendo, stop.